You can't be Jesus.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. He will never ask you that. He'll be like, why are you not being like me? It's like, if you don't want to be like him, you can do that.
You can't be him. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's one of a kind. You can never, you can't. But if I'm going to be somebody who want to learn how to do some shit, I'm going to listen to Jesus about how to live life. Even though that shit is different. No disrespect, I don't mean to cuss, but like, that stuff is different in today's time.
No, real life, bro.
It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't perfect at all.
I mean, they got that saying, WWJD. That's not here for no reason. I just told Grayson that the other day. WWJD. They put that in movies, TV shows.
You got any towels? You just put something on your couch.
Cool.
Okay.
No, it's probably Go ahead, bro. What was I saying? I don't think so. Yeah, me. Oh, y'all couldn't handle the food?
No. Honestly, no.
You niggas need to go to the gym.
No, I don't feel it.
What do you mean? You got
I do some calisthenics with you, but I don't do it.
That's fair.
But, let me hear this sound right quick. We about to be started. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Any replay watchers, any live watchers. I just gotta make sure we straight, you feel me?
Enjoy life, bro. Go outside. Get some.
I got
Fresh air. Step here. It's beautiful. Gotta cherish life.
Like overall today?
Huh?
Yeah, like overall today.
So what?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, no, that's SK. SK brought me with them hoes. Brought him over here. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah. He's fine.
When I see yeah, bro. What?
Yo. Yeah. That's all I got to say.
You live right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna make sure I'm
Like
like
that, nigga.
Microphone.
Why didn't he text me that? No. He texted me. Like, real nigga.
Who is it? Oh. I mean, you lit. You think so too?
I just said just for that. I heard this
That area we look at
it's like,
nigga like it's real streaming too. So shit. Where we started at, y'all?
These Christian rappers, bro. Hey, listen up. I don't care, bro.
You gotta create an intro.
Well, me, we need an intro.
What what? If you want me to do the intro, I will. Let me know.
I mean, we don't got no
I'll
such
do
thing
that
as
shit every
intro.
time.
So 1 second,
The name of the video?
nigga. No.
Our name? What's happening? What's happening, y'all?
So
What's
that's the
happening?
intro. What's
All
yeah?
right, bet.
What's
What's
yeah?
happening? This is what's happening. Y'all tuning in to me, Teron 2-Time, David Tom Koviak, and SK Wayne. We in here right now. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get all your motherfucking talk. You know what I mean? Chill with your homies.
I'm so bad.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta get, you know what I mean? You gotta get what you're going. But guess what? You tuned in to what right now? What's happening? Let's get it. Come on, bro. You got it.
It's all of our intro. You did the intro.
We got SK in the middle. I'm David. Pop, David. All right. I'm dad, bro. All I do is watch babies now. I play soccer. All right. Teron, what do you be doing, bro? What's the
Everything, man. I ain't gonna lie. I be working. You know, I work. I ain't gonna explain the field. It's too much.
What's our first topic? What we at today?
The queso
I'm
trial.
kind of watching a bunch of different stuff. Okay. I'm
I play
gonna
basketball.
TikTok and everything. Yeah, you gotta play basketball.
I got the queso trial first. Not specifically the trial because we know it.
Yeah, you know.
Well, we know we.
I
know
mean,
what
we
he did,
yeah.
but at the same time, though, it's something else that happened within that trial. His pops took the stand. His biological father
So
took
is
the
that a
stand.
rapper?
Okay, so it is a rapper.
He associated with Young and Ace. Apparently, that's his top shooter.
Okay, for sure.
Something like that.
So look, bro.
What happened?
Look, listen.
So his trial came over because all of this and all the baby, you know, in the what's it called?
Who wants smoke?
The Who I Smoke song by Young
So
and Ace.
somebody did somebody.
Yes. But I'm saying
What?
the people about that song, he
Throw it
did.
on lock, yeah.
They went okay. Basically, what's it called? Queso is now found guilty about one of those bodies from that song. Whatever. Not specifically the song, but that's just what's notoriety.
Well, you could just child or something?
Mhm.
Or is that the wrong story?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know about the story. I was really more so talking about really. Okay, this is the overall question.
Yeah, you're giving
How
like
is
a over.
what's it called? How do we feel about a father overall taking a stand against his child?
Yeah. So
Okay, go ahead.
look, I feel like this. Okay, and thank you for the round back on Queso and what he's been doing. Okay. I feel like regardless to what he got caught for, dad, you know, while yeah, you shouldn't be standing for something that's wrong. His pops was in the streets too, so his pops should have took the record. Great. He should have mixed up that whole situation, bro. That whole trial could have been on his head if the pop said, "Nope, that's not my son, that's me." You feel me? And his dad didn't have no dreads or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, it's like there are so many different possibilities. You know, oh, did he shave his head? This, that, and the third. We don't have to think about all that. If the dad admits to guilt, he's gonna take the spot. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting shot in the back or something like that too, or whatever. And that's why Queso. Well, that was one of the reasons for why Queso went and slid in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Was because his brother got killed and his pops got hit. You know what I'm saying? And so Queso was like, okay, I'm gonna go take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So he was sorry for his pops and his brother in the first place. And his pops knew what was going on. Like, you know, his pops told him to go get him. You know what I'm saying? Because how was he supposed to? He was already hit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so when he did what he had to do, bro, his pop said, "That's my son." Whoa! I was like, "Hey, yo, brother, nah, bro, bro, that's nah."
So how you feel overall? Like you said.
I think the pop should have took the blame for it, bro. I think the pop should have took the blame for it. Like, at the end of the day, Queso's still young. He did it. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have, but he's a young dude. Like, there's a chance for him to continue without all that violence and everything else like that. Just due to that one situation in general. Whereas his dad, bro, was like 50, 60 something years old, bro. Like, what are you doing? Your life is done. You don't have nothing to learn. Go learn it in prison, bro. You know, that's crazy to me that you would take away like almost 80 years of your son's life.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because you want to live free for as long as you can before you die. And your kid is like a baby damn near. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't agree with that. I think that he should have for sure stepped up and been a bit more of a father figure just in general. But especially in that situation right there, it's like, dude, take the rep for your son because you the one who got him in this mess in the first place.
Literally.
Like what?
Yeah, no,
That's that should
I'm
be
gonna add on to it. I think that, like I said, it comes from a life of accountability. I think that a lot of us try to blame everybody else, but if you're gonna be a leader, then be a leader. If you're a failed leader, then admit that you're a failed leader.
Mm-hmm. Take your consequence too.
But a lot of, like I said, that's where the blame comes from.
Yeah.
But I want you to suffer because I didn't do right.
Yeah.
Why? We don't even got to answer that question. We don't. We just be bullshitting. So I don't be having time for a lot of grown niggas. I be putting a lot of grown niggas in check. You got because age don't got shit to do with maturity. So at all. So basically, what I'm saying is, I think that a lot of like I'm your dad, and you know what I mean. Like we get into this mindset of like, bro, you don't understand your children if you still trying to be forceful or trying to be like unaccountable for what you paved the way for. It doesn't make sense. That's why, like I said, this generation, I said on my TikTok, but this generation is lost because of that. Because, Gen Z is this. Okay, what are we going to do about it? You know what I mean? Like,
we can sit here and dwell on the problem all day. When we gonna get to that solution? When we gonna ever get to that solution?
Fucking months. Lead into fucking years.
I mean, they got solutions now, bro. The solution is just to put you in a mental hospital or something if you're not checking out. But I'm just saying, that's the solution that they have. Yeah, that's the solution that they have right now.
But I get both of y'all points.
They'll be like, oh, you know, you don't know how to work right. You don't know how to, you know, be mature about, you know, different situations. You don't know how to sit down and listen when you're being told something, this, and the third.
Yeah.
They're going to equate that to a chemical imbalance in your brain and tell you that you need to go get some professional help. And from there, you'll either get a therapist.
I think that can be manipulation too, though.
Of course, that's exactly it. Look, the solution is this. I'll give you the solution right now, SK. Okay.
I know what you're about to say.
No. What? Because you think I'm gonna say Bible?
I mean, that is the solution.
It is, but nah, that's not what I was gonna tell you, bro. This is what people need to do. This is what the solution is. Trying to say it, okay? Parents need to start teaching their children how to be accountable adults, be responsible adults. At the end of the day, I was telling Kate in the car, you know, because she said it out of her mouth. I do not like to see my son hungry. I don't either. But I also understand that as a man, okay, I got to teach him that, sometimes you're going to have to wait for a meal. And it's not that we're broke and we can't get you a meal right away. But hey, if it's 12:30, okay, and it's your lunchtime, right? But we're still in church. Sorry, dude, you're going to have to wait until church is over. It's not the time to start throwing a fit and going crazy at me. And so if I allow him to do that, like say it is church time, he's in the sanctuary with me or whatever, it's 12:30, and he starts throwing a fit in the middle of the sanctuary. You know what I'm saying? And I give him a little snack. You know what I mean? When that's going to teach him that every time he starts screaming and hollering and getting upset, and I know he's hungry, he's going to get a snack from that. Mm-hmm. No, you're not, bro. That's not how we ask for food. Not at all. 2, if I'm feeding him, snacks and whatnot, or whatever, and he's supposed to have a lunch after, my boy is not going to be hungry for that lunch. When I keep asking him to eat his lunch and he tells me no, it's not gonna make sense for me to keep on asking him anything on lunch as if I don't know why he wouldn't be hungry. You were giving him snacks. He got mad, so you gave him snacks. And now dude doesn't want to eat his lunch. Come on, bro. Put the puzzle pieces together. It's your fault, not the kid's fault. It's your fault. And so it's like, look, I'm like, look, we got to start to learn how to, especially right now while he's 2 years old, hear one thing, or, you know, selective hearing, bro. Kids know how to do it. Kids know how to use selective hearing so well. Adults need to learn how to start using some selective hearing. If the kid is screaming, block it out. Let them scream, bro. They're children. So, like, and if we're at a grocery store or something like that, and he's ready to go home. He wants to go home right now. But I still got a couple different things on the list that I got to get from the grocery store. Rather than letting it tick me off to the point where I'm like, okay, well, I just need to leave the grocery store. We just need to go home because he's frustrated. He's mad at us. I don't care, bro. Sit here and encourage. I don't care, bro. I don't even care if you're bothering other people in the store with the screaming. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to continue shopping and doing what I need to do. And at some point, you're going to stop the screaming because I'm not leaving. Simple as that. I'm not going to pay any attention. I'm not going to allow your attitude to ruin my attitude. Your baby. You know, like, you get what I'm saying? So, you know, I feel like what a lot of it is now is that kids have gotten a lot. Anything that they wanted, they have gotten. You want a new phone, you get it. You want a new tablet, you get it. You want a new iPad, you get it. Oh, you guys need wow, babe. You need a car for high school? Here's your car. You want driver's training? Here's driver's training. Money. Cars are thousands of dollars. Driver's training is $200. Laptops, $200. iPads, iPhones, hundreds of dollars, okay? All of that money, where's that money coming from? Job. Okay? But your kids getting all that stuff and all that money for free. Once they now are at an age where they have to work a job, you think that they really want to work? No. You taught them that they can get anything that they want from you. Yeah. So why in the world would they now want to go work for what they get? No, they're not going to go work for what they get. They're going to still ask you, they're still going to require you until you're dead to basically take care of them and give them, you know what I'm saying? And so that's one thing I feel like my parents taught me about. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, yo, you got to be prepared for life somewhat. You know what I'm saying? You want to buy a bunch of pairs of shoes and things like that, you better get a job. You know, because we're not about to just throw you $200 every time you see a nice pair of shoes in the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not happening, bro. But the generations over these past 2 generations, especially, a lot has changed, and parents are really willing to give the kid what they want, especially if you don't gotta hear them. And you gotta hear them. I'm gonna add on to your point. Yeah, go.
I'm adding to your point. That's where it kind of gets like, if you put an expectation for someone, not to someone, but like for someone, and you are that guider who is providing that expectation, everybody's first impression is different. I mean, like back then, my first impression of playing was being outside. Nowadays, kids at 7, their first impression is getting on that tablet.
Roblox.
So what I say, I like to say this a lot, like, don't blame the child because you bought them a tablet, or be okay with it.
Yeah.
Either way, like real shit, on some real shit, like just be okay with it. But like how you said, like if that kid is screaming in the store, they don't really understand what life is. Obviously, it's fucked. Children are the most innocent beings on this planet. Yeah. Most innocent. It's when we as adults be like, you're bad.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
You don't fucking know, bro.
Right. That's real.
You see a coffee table. They see a fucking castle.
Yeah. No, for real.
That's how it's gonna be.
Right.
So the patience, like you was talking about, I think that's what we lack in today's world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not even just out of being a father, it's about just being somebody who you want to lead as a coach. You know, lead as authoritative figure in general. I think we impatient because that top point or that manager, you know what I'm saying, thinks they know it all, but they don't. There's newcomers coming every day.
Yeah.
But
you gotta have your mind open.
But the back generation is so traumatized they don't even want to talk to the older generation.
It's crazy too.
They doing crazy shit already.
You feel me? It's crazy, bro.
Not because of us, but because of us.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. It's a lot harder because, like, I feel like they feel like the old heads don't really understand what they're dealing with, what they're going through. And it's like,
It's okay though.
at the end of the
It's
day,
not.
low key, the old heads really don't understand all the way because, they lived in a different time, bro. They didn't have a bunch of tablets and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, to keep them occupied, you know what I'm saying? So they did us.
But
They went
y'all set us
outside.
up for this point.
Yeah. In their minds, though, if it wasn't them directly, they're like, why is what's going on? And frankly, the only ones that we can really, really blame, bro, are the people in higher places, bro, with higher power. Like Apple and Microsoft and all of them who
don't
to
take
control.
accountability.
Yeah, they want to control the world, bro.
At all.
Like they do. Like you think about who actually runs this right now, bro. Come on, man. All of those big companies, bro, and they run everything. If we lost Apple, everybody would have to hop on Microsoft and try to get Samsung.
The one thing I
Galaxies
learned
and
from
stuff.
Apple, my bad, bro.
Go ahead.
The one thing I learned from Apple is that we all know we're getting the same iPhone for the past 5 years.
Come on, G.
But they know how to. Basically, the key to longevity, I've been saying this for years now, is we get familiar. So when you look at Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, the reason why they're able to create a longevity sense is because they know how to create She-Hulk out of Hulk.
Yes.
They know how to create Homecoming out of the original Spider-Man. They know how to create
Ironheart.
You know what I mean? Like they know how to make something new yet familiar.
Yeah. Doom is gonna be Tony Stark, literally.
That's the reason why they
It's like
they own a lot of shit. I have iPhones. So I'm not saying.
I told you they gonna do something.
I mean, but
Told you.
That's one of the reasons I'm gonna say that they own a lot of behavior as well, because niggas have killed somebody over iPhone. I've seen it.
Like,
Kill
man,
somebody over Jordan.
it's a problem. It's a materialistic world we live in right
It's
now.
like what you said, is that whatever chemical shit is going on in your mind, you gotta get right now.
You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's like, it's not a chemical imbalance. It's a matter of what you practice. You know, the world is so about, there's a mental illness there. No. What if they've been doing the same thing for too long of a time, and now that's just what they're wired to do?
Racism is a mental illness.
Yeah, no,
I be bullshit. Like when I say mental illness, I mean like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, like it's an illness,
like
just generally. Yeah. Like, low-key, yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying.
Not literally like,
yeah.
No,
I get what
I'm gonna call you.
Like, you're mentally ill for being racist. Basically, like idiotic. You're insane. Insane. Like,
that's word.
Because at the end of the day, to be racist is just to not have any kind of understanding of who a human is, just in general. Like, you know, you're going based off of color, and that is crazy, bro.
Yes.
Like, there are so many colors in the world. Whatever. But I get exactly what you're saying, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, mental illness to me is just a label. You know, it's like it's a label for having past memories and events that have happened that, you know, leave lasting bad memories. Okay, and so we came up with a bunch of different words for those things: trauma, anxiety, depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, all that type of stuff. Here, like, I'll explain. Schizophrenics, right? Schizophrenics, I feel like schizophrenics see real things. They see real entities, and that's why they go nuts like that. But the doctors are not gonna push biblical standards or anything spiritual, even if it's not biblical, whether it's Muslim or this, that, or the third. They're not gonna push anything when it comes to spiritualism. They're gonna push science. And so what they're going to do is try to give you some kind of pill to stop those images from popping up in your head and popping up in the corners and things like that. And at the end of the day, bro, you're somebody who's seen some real crazy something, you know what I'm saying? And you're being tormented by an entity that wants you to continue seeing that thing. They want you to continue seeing what you're seeing until it drives you crazy. Okay? Now, we're stronger than most of that. But frankly, again, I'm going to say it again, it's about what you practice. If the world is teaching you something for the 20, 25 years of your life that you're here, okay, and you haven't heard the truth yet, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the hospital and get those pills. That's just what you're going to do. So you're going to do what you practice over what is true, period, point blank. As a soccer coach, I tell my kids, the reason why I make you do skill moves during practice is because during a game, you're not going to hit a skill move if you haven't been practicing them during practice. You're not.
birth itself out of nowhere.
You know what you think you're just gonna become a magical soccer player out of nowhere and hop on the field and do all of these crazy, cork turn, scissor, step over, step. Like, you're not gonna be able to do all of that if you don't practice those skills during practice itself. You know what I'm saying? During the week when we meet up together and stuff. So I make them do like 20 minutes of scissor drills and step overs and this, that, and the third, so that it's natural to them when they get in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What you practice is just, that's how that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think a lot of us is looking for
an easy answer.
To be given something.
Yeah.
Like, you're not given an ability. I don't think people realize that or not. Like, if you practice anything in life, that's not how it's gonna go. Bro.
You know?
If I go on to the court at fucking 18, I think I'm about to beat LeBron James, I'm going to get my ass.
Yeah. You've
been
given the ability to do everything, but you will do nothing.
Practicing is the hardest shit for us to realize nowadays. I don't know why, me personally.
Legit.
But literally, you have to earn everything. I think we are expecting somebody to give us something. When me personally, Jesus gave us everything.
That's crazy that you're saying this, bro. It's so funny, bro, because that's what our message was about today in church. That's literally, I'm telling you, bro, it always lines up somehow. It always lines up somehow. But Pastor Jamil is like, you have to, Kobe Bryant said it. That the process, and Jamil my pastor just repeated what Kobe Bryant said out loud today on stage. Okay, he said, Kobe Bryant said, you don't find enjoyment out of reaching the goal per se. The enjoyment is in the process of reaching the goal. You have to enjoy the process. You got to enjoy waking up in the morning and then waking up at night, or waking up in the morning, working out, working hard, and then before you go to bed type thing, staying up late at night, working hard, working out, and then once you hit the goal, it's like, okay, I've hit the mark, but what I really enjoy is the process of getting to the mark. That's how you stay at the mark. That's how you stay. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
That was powerful.
So I'm like, I'm telling you, at church today, bro, me and Grayson was like, oh, wait a minute. Because like, that's real. It's completely real. If you do not love the process to getting to the goal, then you're in a big trouble. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure it out. You got to figure out something. I
think a lot of people look at the destination or like the goal, like however you call it.
Yeah.
But like the goal is like, I got it all. Bro, you don't never have it all. I'm telling you that right now. I don't control the weather, bro. That's God. Bro. Like, I don't control a lot of this.
Swear.
But I think we are so egotistical nowadays.
And
everybody got an ego.
Yeah.
Don't get it fucked up.
I don't know what that is.
Everybody lives.
I still don't know what that is.
You remember the movie Chronicles?
Chronicles.
I do.
With Michael B. Jordan, yeah.
Like, and it was like in the woods or something like that.
I feel like everybody acts like that one dude who went psycho. The guy in the,
I know
everybody on this planet, bro. Even me, I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, look, wait a minute. No cap. A lion doesn't feel bad about eating a lamb. Okay, you know what I'm saying? A dinosaur doesn't feel bad about stepping on an ant. You know what I'm saying? The same way God shouldn't feel bad about destroying the world or this, that, and the third. So he crushed that car in that one scene. He said, we knew he was dangerous at that point. we knew he was dangerous. We got to keep people away from him. Okay? Because he is now letting us know that he feels like he's in a position of God. Yeah, okay? That's how most people act. That's how most people act.
No, that's the devil, though.
Yeah.
It's like you taking God's power and taking it for granted.
Correct.
That's all it is. That's how I feel. That's why I call the devil the wisdom.
That knowledge, that wisdom.
Ego, like, because I hear people use it.
I can explain. I don't think I
have an ego, but people will tell me I have an ego, and this is reason why I do not like the word, because they'll tell me that when I'm fearful, but I'm still doing it, they won't call it ego. Okay, because there'll be times I feel like, from the feeling of it, because I really don't know the definition. So from the feeling of it, as far as ego goes, I know I'm in my ego because I know I'm fearful, but I'm still trying to act like I'm not. Right. For me, I feel like that's my ego
personally.
When I do that,
I can tell you what I know. I'm not the perfect person. If you're gonna listen. I think that ego is something that you can control, but it has to be like. So basically, what ego is like my way or no way, and that can be very dangerous. So, for example, like. If I'm saying like, if I'm Michael Jordan, right, and I'm saying like, oh, I'm Kobe or something, they have ego, a very heavy one. right? It's nothing wrong with ego. It's how you utilize ego. I think that a lot of people should lessen down on their ego and start to understand you are a spirit and you are a spirit instead of the ego. The ego is like, bro, if you don't like the same music as me, I'm gonna judge you. The ego is like, hey, bro, if you play soccer, you're gay.
Yeah.
The ego is like, you know what, bro? Your shoes ain't better than mine, so I'm better than you.
No, at all.
Because literally, the ego is like a entity in a way, but not literally.
I see what you mean, but
it's like something that we gotta learn how to put in the passenger seat and put the spirit of the driver's seat.
I feel like ego is one of those words that was used.
Yeah.
But it's in you. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I don't know because
it's in everybody.
I see what you mean, but
I can't.
It's another label. Because my thing, I feel like I have courage every day.
That's good.
I feel like I have courage every day.
Then that's what I'm saying. You're disregarding the ego. You're weakening your ego, which you're supposed to.
The only thing that we can
I wouldn't know.
Look.
Exactly.
The only
so you don't have a big ego.
Look. The only thing.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing that we can ego. You have a giant ego, brother. Trust me.
Okay.
Look.
But what does that mean?
All
Because every
three of
time
us
someone says that, it's
all
like
of
a
us
negative
do.
content.
Grayson
Go ahead,
has one.
go ahead.
Kate has a giant ego. Listen, the what ego is, all right, is a lack of humility. Okay, it's a lack of
I
humility.
agree with that.
Listen, even homeless people
I agree with that.
have a lack of humility. Why do you think they're under the bridge like that? They don't wanna humble themselves and say, "This is what I did. This.
No, real shit.
I
though.
did this."
No,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
mean. It's
You
not
know,
just.
you know,
it's not-
most
go
homeless
ahead,
people
bro.
are probably under that bridge going, "God, why'd you do this to me? Why'd you give me such a
Yeah.
bad life?" No, bring that ego down. God didn't do anything to you.
That's
You
what
did
I'm
it to you.
saying. That's exactly
You
what
did
I'm
it to you.
saying.
So like,
That's exactly.
I'm telling you, like for me even, you know, like my ego was bad, especially in high school.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can kind of take over now as an adult, obviously, but especially in high school, I had somewhat of a lack of humility when it came to soccer. I was really easy. It was easy for me to fake humility in high school. Like, thank you, I appreciate you, this, that, and the third. But then in my heart, I was thinking, bro, I'm better than all of you. Period. I thank you. I deserve these compliments. I deserve you to look at me and say I'm the best soccer player, because I am the best soccer player. Even to the point where like my dad was like, yo, you know, you should do this, and you should do this, and you do that. And I looked at him one day and I said, how would you know if you've never played before? Bro, he is a fan. He's standing on the outside watching every player. Why would he not know if this space is open or this space is open? Right now, you're just being a jerk. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to help, but your ego is so high that you were willing to look at your pops and say, you know what? You don't even play this game. You shouldn't even say anything. That's crazy, bro. That's that prideful. It's way too ego. You know, ego's way too high. I was 18 years old. No, 16, 17, and 18 years old acting like that. Like, it was real bad. You know, pretending to be humble, but then in my heart, I'm like, yeah, I'm better than all of y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I call it the devil, the ego, the narcissism shit, Wizard of Oz. Because it's not really like that. Because I can tell you all day, you know what, I'm about to do. And if I don't show it,
because like in your heart, you might not feel like you're the best rapper. You feel me? But there have been times that in your heart you said, I am the best. There's been times in your heart when you looked at all of us in a group between all of us as rappers. There have been times in your heart where you said, they're good. But low-key, I think my style is better than theirs. I think, look, you were the first one to start rapping. I've even heard you say before, I was the first one to start this shit. That is ego. But even though you weren't trying to necessarily be like, hey, yo, I'm better than all y'all, I started first. You were just trying to let us know, like, before any of y'all try to step on my toes, I did this first. That's ego.
I don't know.
Yeah, look at that. That's what it is, though.
I see what you mean, but like,
it is though.
I ain't come from it. I think because you understand.
It's not like maximized.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You don't understand shit at all.
Because I get it, but in your heart, you're not trying to be egotistic, right? You're just trying to be informative. So that you're protecting yourself in a way too, where it's like, look, don't get in here trying to think that you better than me or you hot shit, because I started to. Don't think that you can come give me advice. I've been doing this for years. I've seen you in that position.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I've seen you in that position before, and so that's ego. And as the more that we humble ourselves, and like, bro, a 9-year-old has taught me something before. I thought we lost all of our taste buds.
That's what I be saying. I be like, bro, children can teach you
You
something.
feel me? I thought we lost all of our age buds by taste buds by the age of 25, right? This little 9-year-old, she looked at me, she said, "No, you don't." I said, I'm pretty sure it's a fact that we losing by 25. Without her phone, 9-year-old with a phone. Types it into Google, puts it in my face. It was like 28 or something. I'm like, bro, you know what, young lady, give me a hand. Hey, now, hey, you know, and you feel me? Like, you gotta just sometimes be like, hey, you can learn something from literally anyone.
Yeah, that's
you're
ego,
willing
bro.
to, you know.
I think, like I said, ego and narcissism is the extension of ego.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think ego is like everybody got it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I think you have to learn how to utilize it towards the
Healthier side.
Yeah.
Healthier side. So
Healthier side, yeah.
I'm not better than that person. I'm better than what I was yesterday. I think if we start to utilize it in that sense, then you control it. Like I said, put it in the past.
You know,
that motherfucker driving life right now.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
Like, I'm better than you because I don't fucking know no more, bro.
They refuse to give credit to who actually like is making them successful. And at the end of the day, even if you don't like get super deep and be like, oh, this Jesus is doing it to me. You hear artists step on stage and be like, I thank God for this, that, and the third. A lot of people, right? A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't, and it's too hard for them because their ego is too high. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if you were to get, like, let's say you get a good raise at work or something like that, or you get a promotion, rather than you being like, the reason why I got this promotion is because of all of my hard work and everything that I put into it. Someone who's humble is gonna
take grace.
Grace.
Meaning like, damn, I wasn't the only one who did this. My manager gave me the opportunity.
No. So look, doors open supernaturally. They don't just open because of coincidence. Coincidence is not a thing, okay? You know, so look, God, whatever God you guys want to believe in, cool. I'm not here to judge you, okay? You know I believe in Jesus Christ, but this is what it is. When you set your heart to something and you work hard and you really reaping. You know what I mean? You're not just throwing your seeds in some weedy fields. You're really putting your seeds in great soil, deep soil. So you go to work, you get this job, and you're going out of the way. You're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing that. So you're really working. You're really reaping. You're not playing because you want to see something come out of it, right? Well, God says in the Bible, you shall reap what you sow, right? Or not even sowing, my fault. You're sowing, my fault. I had that backwards. You shall reap what you sow. So if you're really sowing the seed, you're doing well. You're working hard. You're doing what you got to do. You get a job. You're working hard, regardless of it. It's even a custodian position. It's a custodian position, and they come through and they say, "Well, we don't want you to just be a custodian anymore. We want you to be the head custodian. We got 20 custodians doing the whole building. We want you to lead all the custodians." Now, that custodian can say, oh, it's because they seen how much work I was doing all over this building and just how much authority I take when it comes to different responsible situations that need to get done. Okay, yes, that is all true, but the job opportunity would not have opened up and presented itself had God decided, nah, I'm going to make you do this for a couple more years. Okay, because frankly, this is how I feel. The door opens when God say, yeah, I think it's time for you to get this. You need that blessing because you have proven that you deserve this blessing. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't just look at what you're doing. He wants to see how you're feeling too while you're doing it. If your ego is high while you're doing something good, God does not care to really reward that. Okay? And people forget that like that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody will look at somebody who's a jerk with a lot of money and be like, well, God seems to be rewarding them. Actually, no, that's not it at all. That's not it
I don't
at
even
all.
know what that type of shit
You
is.
know, that's not it at all. Okay.
Like, bro, this shit getting irritating at this point, and
Bro.
I know that's something I gotta work on, like real shit. But I'm at a like a maximized point with myself, like me, who I am, bro. At some point, we gotta realize like this shit is not a competition. You see the fucking tattoo. You see the tattoo on my arm, bro. It's not a race. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
I wear that shit probably every fucking day. At some point, we gotta understand this shit. This shit is, bro. Nigga, I can create a word right now, make that shit popular. Now I'm popping. Boom. what happened to millions of fucking rappers who are one-hit wonders? It ain't that important. I think we get into this position where it's like, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that. That's how I feel about it. Literally, I don't have time for the shit because at some point I already got over that shit. Through years of training just myself. Yeah, and focus on nobody else because I knew I had to be a better man for today. Yeah, bro. Instead of waiting on, I didn't have a father. So instead of waiting on somebody to, be forefront from me, I had to be front line. That video, I was looking at that video. Yeah, I'm dead ass.
You used to laugh at that video. But if you feel like that, bro.
But no, not out of no ego shit. But not out of no ego shit. Let me be front line of myself. You know what I mean? Like I think that a lot of people out here is just like, I'm better than you and try to like measure dicks for things. That's how I see it. It's true. You know what I mean? Like, why are we trying to measure dicks? I mean, goddamn well, it doesn't matter, bro. If you're the only person here on today's earth, then what we gonna compare to? Right. Like if everybody look like you, who gonna compare to? Right. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's not enough encouragement.
We wasting time. I think we really are wasting God's time. Yeah. We spend a lot of time that dumb shit. I'm sorry. Watching other people. Be calling it dumb shit. Well, it's real, bro. It's real because like we watch other people's pockets. We watch what other people do. You know what I'm saying? And we don't focus on ourselves enough. That's for sure. And it's not. I ain't gonna lie. My bad.
Go ahead.
But it's not like focus on yourself and say fuck everybody. That's not what it is. It's about like how can I give you who the fuck I am, or how can I give you who the fuck I am, and be honest about it and be trustworthy. If I'm giving you bullshit all day and I'm sitting at home and I'm not doing exactly what I told you I was gonna do, you know what I'm saying? It's hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. But that's why I look at it like I said, one of the single commandments: thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. Honor thy father and mother. Practicing those three.
There's a lot of things that I feel like just kind of got flipped on their backs, and like there's a lot of things that were taught correctly that are now not taught. So like, bro. It's been happening for a very long time now, bro. It's not new to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But like young folks, they don't really know how to encourage each other. They're seeking popularity. So if they see you shining, they're going to want to outshine you regardless. They're not going to go, hey, that was a really good job, bro. Or, hey, man, that looks hard. It's on a third. And even if they do, in their mind and in their heart, they want something similar, if not better, than what you have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, go ahead. As a coach, bro, I think about this all the time, and I talk to my guys when we're training and stuff. I'm like, you guys need to encourage each other. Okay, we are not here to put anybody down. If I hear you looking at somebody and talking about how they suck, bro, you can go home. Because I'm not about to sit here and have a player who thinks that they're hot shit, not look around and destroy you. Listen, bro, there's little kids like that, bro. Like I've dealt with at least 2 players recently where they're like, they come on and they think that they're the best ones there, and it's like it's obvious that they do have a higher level of skill than the other ones. And it's like, listen, bro. Why not encourage the ones who are less talented than you, rather than looking at them and discouraging them more? Don't get that shit. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? If you are a real good person, you feel me, in your heart, and if you're humble, you know that the things that you're doing, these ones could do too. But they just need to practice more. You practice a bit more than they do. So if you were to encourage them and say, hey, you can do this, I bet you their confidence is going to start to go up because they seen you do it. If you think they can do it, they're going to go, I'm going to try it again. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to sit there and tell the kid that he sucks after you just hit a shank, he ain't going to never shoot that. He's not going to want to shoot again, bro. Ever. And that not only hurts him, but it hurts me because I got to teach him how to shoot and be confident. You know what I mean? So, you feel me? Like, I got to teach this kid how to be confident while you're being negative. Yeah. That's a whole issue. So, sometimes I be having to talk to parents. I be having to go up to talk to parents and be like, yo, just so you know, your child is a bully. And you got to get on that because, like, not everything is gonna, work out in our favor. Not everything is gonna work out in our favor the way we want it to, or kids are gonna be kids, but a lot of it is the at-home process. And if your kid is going around telling kids that they suck and everything else like that after they mess up a couple times, bro, that shit is they're doing that. Yeah, they're doing that in school, they're doing that at home, and they're doing it at my practice. I'll just kick them off the team. Because somebody can literally, bro. I don't think people realize this, but like. It's stupid. Yeah, it is. Like, I don't think people realize this, but if you tell a kid, like, after a mess up, I don't know what I say, this should be simple, at least. I already know.
Nobody's perfect.
Go, thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, we all fuck up.
This life is for practice.
I don't think you can be a human without.
This life is for practice. A practice life.
Like real shit. So like, I think if we stop, like you said, like we stop telling that kid that he suck and being like, damn, this nigga just don't know the
dynamics.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to learn. But
it's time.
But that literally, I ain't gonna lie, in the black community heavily is because a lot of fathers not in alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
So they just wild out here. Bro.
Wild and saying whatever they want.
I see a gun, I'm gonna shoot it. If I see a motherfucking nigga who talking about me, I'm gonna fight him.
Yeah, like, bro.
But I don't blame them. I blame
society.
The lack of guidance. Bro.
Like, yeah, bro. That's one to really hit down on. Cause like, bro, why would you look? People are gonna talk. Okay, now it does definitely say that our tongue is very powerful. We have sharp tongues. It's powerful. To speak out of your mouth is what lives in your heart. So like, it does hit people pretty hard because they understand that. Whether they don't know right away, they know exactly what you mean and how you feel when you say what you say, and that's why you got to be careful with what you say. But at the end of the day, if you're mature enough to understand that those words are, if they're not true, you know what I'm saying? Those are false words.
Bro,
don't react. Strong. You don't need to react. If it's not positive, okay, and you didn't preach that word over yourself, it's the same way if a negative thought comes up in your head, right? And you know that negative thought is not real, it's not true, it shouldn't be there. Rebuke it and get it out because it's not yours, right? But people are like that, right? People are like that too, where it's like, look, you can say what you want, bro. You should be able to crack a smile and be like, dang, that's a lot of negativity. I ain't never heard that come out of my brain before, bro. You go on and be mad. But I'm not angry at your words, my guy. There's no reason for me to be angry. I'm for sure not shooting you over something that you said to me. Okay? I promise. I don't care enough. Because if I know I'm successful and somebody looks at me and says, oh, you're not going anywhere in life. Oh, I'm going to come shoot you, bro, because you hurt my
feelings. Why, though? That's what I'm saying. Like,
what?
First of all, if anybody insults you, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this because I've been disrespected a lot of my life.
Same, bro. Same.
What's it called? Nigga, like my thing is, I'm not about, especially more so nowadays. My maturity level is gone up, but I'm not about going back and forth. But at the same time, though, I'm a foundational person. If you disrespect me, bro, I'm human.
That's respecting yourself.
Human, man. I'm sorry. Whatever reaction you might get. Not in the sense, I know myself.
Be careful.
I'm not going to go. Oh yeah, hey, I already know. What's it called? I already know. What's it called? I don't know how to explain it, but my thing is more so. It's like I think it's just a more foundational thing of disrespect happening.
Yeah.
And how to deal with disrespect.
How do you handle disrespect?
That's the main thing I think.
No, I'm asking.
How do I handle it personally? I'll just walk away from it. Now, here's what's there. Foundationally, I stand on protection. So if I try to leave, you try to block my way in any form of fashion, whether it is your words, whether it is you physically trying to stop me from leaving the premises of what you're trying to do, I'm going to have to protect myself.
Right.
Whether it's through words, action, whatever it come down to, because I'm going to protect myself.
Right.
So that's another thing of like where I think a lot of things come from. It's a battle of the people who do respect themselves and the people who disrespect.
No, I ain't gonna
that's
lie.
What we're seeing too.
I ain't gonna lie, that is very fucking hard out here, bro. Because I've learned, I ain't gonna lie, I've been disrespected before a lot of times.
Boy, I want to get the going right now because it's so hard, dog.
But that's what I be like I'm not no teacher, but I knew that from the ground up. Like I just knew, like, nigga, it don't matter what a lie is, because I know who the fuck I am. So it might take a long time when niggas gotta go through tunnels and shit to get to know who the fuck I am. I've been like that.
Boy, so see, like, look,
that's respecting yourself. And like niggas get disrespect. But you gonna get down the tunnel and be like, damn, that nigga's right. Yeah.
So
I told you that right from the jump.
I'll be going from school to school, and I think this racism still kind of resides in like different areas and whatnot of the nation, obviously, but just in general. But I'm a black coach, okay? I work with white kids. I work with black kids. I work with all kinds of color kids. I don't care. It never bothered me, bro. It didn't even cross my mind. But when I started working in this industry for real and going from school to school and going from city to city, I noticed that there were certain schools in certain cities that didn't necessarily want to treat me the same way that others are treating me, bro.
Ignorant.
And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk in, I say, hey, how are you guys? And I get no response.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? If this was Coach Daniel walking in here and he said, hey, how are you guys? I don't mind even go to the
office will be in sync.
Hello. I don't even want to go into that. But I let it play out and I kept working. Then I noticed little things happening. Like while I'm coaching in your gym, you have somebody come in and inspect the gym and they got to stop my training session for 10 minutes to do what they got to do. And you're standing in the corner just watching them do what they're doing. Low key, that's disrespectful because you already knew that I had a training session that only lasts for 30 minutes at your school. Okay. I am the lead coach here, the only adult here, to defend the fact that this is our time. You have parents who paid for this time to have their kids get coached. It's not time for you to send your gym inspector in here and have him stop my whole program.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. And guess what? I wasn't even the one who said anything. It was the teacher who said it. The teacher looked at me and said, I think it was kind of disrespectful for her to do that. That was God talking to me. That was God giving me a reminder that, yes, sir, that what you're thinking in your mind right now is correct. That's not respectful what they're doing. So I'm like, maybe I need to talk to my boss about this and let him know what's going on. But in humility, I said, let me just take a step back. Because at the end of the day, people are going to act the way they act. And I'm going to enjoy myself regardless. Yeah. And so the attitude, without anything happening, bro, I didn't say anything. I say a word or anything. I just stopped saying, hi, how are you guys? And guess what? I started getting, hey, how are you, Coach David? Yeah. I'm good. How are you? If you're not going to pay me the respect that if you're not going to treat me the way that I treat you, then trust me, it's not going to be reciprocated. I am not required to come in here every single day and be like, hey, how are you? Was your day good? How are the kids? No, you can be the first one to say something. Okay? Because I'm here. All right. And frankly, if it gets to a point where I need to just say, hey, they need another coach, that's just what's going to happen. Right, but then there's going to be tension within the soccer shop community and your school. Okay? So let's just straighten up. Because I really, rather than going the whole 9 yards and being like, hey, I think you guys are racist. Let's just clean this up right now and do what we need to do without even saying everything that we need to say. But it's everywhere, and if people are gonna disrespect you, and you just gotta really, be able to say, hey, people are gonna say what they say. People are gonna do what they do, and honestly, blessings come from you not reacting or responding to those things. But
and I think that a lot of people, like when I say racism is a disease, like I be meaning that shit. I think a lot of people just don't diagnose it because at the end of the day, there are some prejudiced people out here. I like using the word prejudice. I can see through a white person. Like, even a black person, or even a black person. It don't matter. I think prejudice is in every human being, depending on how you are. Yeah, it depends on if you really like do that on and off camera. Meaning like I'm at home, but I don't act like that at home, and I act like I am at home.
When you see the ones,
dark comes in the light type thing.
The ones who act real bold about it, I give them a pass. How do you feel about them? How do y'all feel about them? The reason why I give them a pass is because I feel like that was groomed into them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're an old head and you grew up in a generation where your parents are looking at you and telling you that black people are dogs, by the time you're 30 years old, if someone hasn't come and corrected that, or you haven't made up your mind,
that's all you've seen.
Right. That's all you've seen, and that's all you've heard, and so that's all you're gonna believe. That's how you're gonna feel. Right. And honestly, it's gonna take something a lot deeper to get you to change your mind. And so, you come across somebody like that, the best thing to do is not to react and want to fight them or be like, oh, let's shoot this person. Like, no, bro. Like, you look at them, you go, oh damn, you were raised the wrong way. You were raised horribly.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, your parents had to be crap. Like that's where my mind goes to, and I'm like, okay, I feel good now. I'm fine because I know the answer. I know why you are the way you are.
That's what I'm saying.
Without even talking to you.
I can't lie. As I just
said.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say I can't lie. I can sit there and say I'm okay. I know I'm not because I just got disrespected. You feel me? That's what I was saying. Like, you still disrespected me, bro. I can go on. Yes, I can go on by my dad and go.
So like, let me add on
to this. Family, I'm cool for the day. Yes, I'm not straddled to nothing, but you did disrespect me.
Don't forget it. but forget it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So like, if the person is disrespectful, it doesn't mean you got to chill around them and be their best friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't forget what they did and how they disrespected you, but don't regard it. You disregard what they say. Don't regard it, because if you regard it, then you can make it true about yourself.
Right.
And that's the problem. It's like if you sit there and you're sitting in it and you're going, I'm good, but I'm really not good. You're basing it exactly, and at some point you're gonna start feeling like that. And what they did was put a curse on you, and you came into agreement with it. You came into agreement with it. You know, when you sitting there going, I'm human and I know how I feel about this. They are cursing you. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be like, look,
it's not scary. It's not scary once you understand what.
That's what. Yeah, because a curse, your tongue is powerful. Witchcraft, bro. You can speak that out of your mouth. I could easily look at you and say, you're never gonna get a wife and you're never gonna get a job. And if I believe that in my heart, and I truly feel like that about you, and you can feel those feelings and you can feel that energy coming off of me when I say that to you, you could go home and be like, bro,
I just changed.
I can't believe this man thinks that way about me. I can't believe this dude thinks.
You could have went home
all that time while you didn't address it and while you didn't say, that's just evil thoughts. That's untrue words. I don't even have to regard that. All that time you're mustering in it.
It's smart.
You're feeding it. You're allowing that to become something that's true by just thinking the words that I put on your brain.
Bro.
It's a curse. You know what I'm saying? But if in your mind you go, I rebuke that thought. I rebuke that idea, because those are lies. Okay, those are lies. I know it's true about myself. I'm a confident man. I read my word. The Lord says He will send me a wife. The Lord says this. The Lord says that. The Lord says if I work hard, I will. AKA, I can get a job anytime, anywhere I want. That's how your heart feels, and you know that's true, and you know that that's God's word on your life. Then my curse isn't gonna work. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like people will eat. Like my brother said something to me when I was in 3rd grade. Okay, that lasted with me till I was this age almost. Okay, stayed with me till I was this age almost. Okay, he said, if you don't become a professional soccer player, bro, I don't think you're gonna be able to do anything. And he was a sophomore in high school. Hurt me to the key. Yeah. Look, I remember as an 8-year-old with eyes wide like this. I'm in the back seat. My sister's sitting next to me. My brother's sitting in the front seat. I'm able to smile about it now because I figured it out, bro. It's kind of funny to me. My brother's sitting in the front. My mama's driving us. And he's pissed because he's mad at me. My brother's mad at me because my grades are bad. Okay?
Caleb?
Yes. Okay? He's only 15, 16 years old. He doesn't know how to control his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Out of anger, he looks back. He goes, why are your grades like this? I don't know. 3rd grade. I'm giving him a stupid answer. He goes, well, if you don't become a pro, you're not going to ever amount to anything. So, boom. And my mom was like, Caleb, don't you ever say something like that to a kid. Don't you ever say something like that ever. You know what I'm saying? But while I was listening to my mom scold him, what do you think was going through my head? Is this real? Is that true? 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 Maybe he's right. So guess what I started doing from that day on? Working my butt off at soccer, bro. Because I believed him. I didn't think I was smart enough. I thought I was stupid, bro. So yeah, in real life, I stopped. I was like, hey, okay, fuck school, bro. I'm not a school dude. I'm a soccer player. I was amazing at soccer. I became a maniac because of those words that were spoken on my life.
That's good.
You know what I'm saysaying? Oh yeah, but that's how powerful they are. So you gotta understand. Once you become an adult and you understand what it is, you got to be able to say, hey, that is not the truth. That is not what God put over my life. That is not what God. That's not how He wanted me to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? God said I can do anything, all things through Christ who strengthens me. You know what I'm saying? So if I had known that at that time, at 9 years old, if I knew that Bible verse, maybe I would have been able to revert back to that Bible verse and be like, yeah, I know he's lying. But I wasn't smart enough to know what that Bible verse was at that time. And so, boom, it's like that. And he was a Christian. My brother was a Christian. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real careful. You got to be real careful with what words you come into agreement with. You know what I'm saying? When Cavante was fighting, doing all that, he almost tricked me right off the streets. He almost tricked me right off the streets. almost right off the street because I let
More
his
so back
words.
home.
I let his words. You feel me? His words do
Man,
something
bro,
to me,
y'all
so I
gotta-
decided to go act on it. No, if I know the words are false, you do not
Very
act on it. You know what I'm saying? You do not respond to it. The first response you should be doing, you should be laughing, because if somebody is willing to up and speak some idiotic nonsense out of them, if they're letting nonsense come out of their mouth, you gotta immediately know, right? You gotta know they're dumb. It's like, bro, why are you giving somebody stupid the time of day? You're not being mean at that point. You're protecting yourself.
Nah, like I said, I think anybody like when somebody, I don't really get insulted by insults no more. I don't do them, so it's not in me to even be affected. It's just another word to me.
Bang.
You know what I mean? Like
bang.
It's just another word to me. But like, I think a lot of people. Well, I know it's not even. It's I know for a fact. A lot of us, and I'm saying us for reasons I've done this before. We use words to put other people down because we want you to be at our level.
Yes.
How I feel in this moment, and that's not even your whole life.
Boom. Bang.
Like you're fucking 17. Nigga, you might have 70 years ahead of you, but you worried about this one moment. And you want to try to, I don't really.
They want to get you stuck in.
Nah, like I said, I'm a fight first person. Like I'm not going to, you know what I mean? Word, like you said, you don't like getting disrespected, which I think you got to get used to that, bro. Like, you know, honestly.
Yep.
It's not that I'm used to it. I'm still breathing after all of it. You feel me?
Yeah,
but at the same time, like,
you stand for what you stand for.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tolerate
And no
it.
one says to not defend yourself either. So like, it doesn't mean you gotta sit and be silent per se.
But there's an extent.
There's a way to
The best thing
address
to do is walk
it.
away.
Yeah,
Just
there's
say
also
option.
it is true. That's
For
true.
this part of the country.
Yeah. You know, if you know how to deliver a message correctly, then you're safe. You're fine. For me, I know how to deliver a message correctly. I know I can be rude. I know how to be rude. I know how to be a complete jerk. And I know how to be the most understanding person at the same time as well. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know how to deliver the message, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, like it is sometimes how to deliver the message, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when somebody expressing themselves, they might sound loud, but to be like mature enough,
Yeah, I ain't there yet. I know that.
They scream. Why would I add on to that?
Yeah.
I don't want us to be yelling out there. But every time I do it, it's not even like trying to manipulate. It's just me being calm as I am. Every time I do it, it's like they come back down.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes
you don't fight fire with fire.
Right.
You fight with water.
Exactly.
That's something.
You ain't even got to be like, hey, you're loud, or hey, you need to be chill. Sometimes it's just a matter of how you respond to it and your tone. You know what I'm saying? And how
accountability too. Like I said, like if I'm on, even if the situation wasn't my fault at all, like let's say my girl cheated on me, I pray not. But let's say if my girl cheated on me and I was like getting upset and all that, and we got into a fist fight. Well, I can blame her and be like, you the reason why we fucked up, or I can be like, damn, I didn't even have to feed into it. That's hard.
That's hard. It's very hard.
Hard as fuck because you gotta take accountability for something you
didn't do.
Oh,
that's what I believe.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst one. That's the worst
Mm-hmm.
one. I've been there before, bro. Oh my mama, I've been there, bro. 9th grade through senior year, I've been there, bro. Like, oh my gosh, Troy, you was around for that, dog. You was around for that, bro.
I heard them stories.
Just say that initially.
Yeah. Okay. Like this dude, bro. He knows. Cause like sometimes I'll come outside, bro, and the most distraught, like I would be so upset and depressed. This dude, bro, I know exactly what happened. He said, bro, what did she do, bro? What did she do, bro? I'm just going 20 miles per hour on the scooter, bro. About to crash. Didn't even care, dog. Ready to tweak.
You stopped at that corner though.
Ooh. Tweaking, boy. Tweaking, boy. Teron already knew what's up. It was like, what's up?
Yeah, bro. Oh, appreciate you, dog.
I'm Caribbean.
But yeah, bro, no, when you gotta really like be like, all right, well, you know you did this. I could easily react this way. I could easily go nuts right now. But I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna go nuts because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the mature one here and just walk away from this and let you bask in the fact that you screwed up. Okay? Because not everyone is gonna react calmly. Some people are just gonna go straight at you and it's gonna be over. But that's not gonna be me. That's not gonna be me. Right.
It's hard.
You know, a girl hits you, a girl comes up, bang, punches you or something or whatever, and you turn around and your reaction is, let me restrain you, sit down. Listen, some men, they're not going to restrain you. They're just going to. And do you know it only takes like 3 pounds of pressure to break your nose? And that they're not even going to stop after that. Men on adrenaline, okay, are insane. Boy, by the time the 6th, 7th punch has gone through, that's when he finally come back. He's like, oh, you're a girl. Dang, let me get up.
I've never been.
But adrenaline will do that to a man. And so women should know off the rip, or should at least be getting taught that, like, no, I should never put my hands on a man, even if I'm angry. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, not every man's going to be good enough or gentle enough to turn around and correct that kind of energy. And be like, hey, I'm not. I told my own lady before, like, I'm not touching you. You can be as angry as you want. All right? If you push me, you know I did. Well, guess what? My person will never, ever do it. I will never, ever retaliate and hurt you because I'm a man and you are a woman. And if you don't want to change, you feel me? If you don't want to change, I'll just leave. I'll go find a female who I know will never put her hands on me. You feel me? And it will never get me to this point where I'm thinking, damn, you got to be an angel right now, bro. Don't defend yourself. Don't do that because you might kill her. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't. You know, because at the end of the day, you choose who you choose.
Yeah.
So you got to take responsibility for the situation that you get put in, you know. And if you decide you want to fight her back, you're an idiot. You're the one going to jail, not her.
Not thinking.
I'm just saying, bro. You know, at the end of the day, because you're gonna do something that's too far, and the police are gonna go, bro, you're the man here in this situation, bro. Yeah. Like you didn't have to be with her. You could have been gone out of here. Like, you know, you think the country, the government doesn't know that how much power men have? Like they're not stupid. The police is gonna for sure go. You know you could have left, right? Yeah. you could have left, bro. They're gonna say he's gonna say that to the lady too. But he's gonna hold the man responsible. That's just.
But I gotta be honest though, like it's like what we was talking on one of our last podcasts. It's like, unfortunately, it should not be like this nowadays. But we gotta clean up as men what other people might have fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if they are swinging on you, first of all, you hurt. There's no real feminine woman. So
yeah,
that's just what it is. But they're not in that type of nature because they're so used to having to take care of shit on their own. Which
yeah,
man's supposed to do that. So if you get used to something, it's like practice. If you get used to something, they're gonna be like, man, who the fuck are you? I'm independent woman nowadays. Right?
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think it's harder. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. This shit is hard as fuck to try to break it down. Try to break down any woman. It's not even be a sister, bro. Like break down a woman and be like,
sister's the worst one.
Man.
Sister's the hardest.
But like trying to break down like
the hardest.
Trying to break down like I'm not that person who you decided to in your past. I'm not, or like you decided to have a friendship.
Yeah.
Like, it don't really matter. I think what matters is like I'm tired of cleaning up shit that I didn't cause.
Right.
But I believe in Jesus. I believe in being a soldier and a servant.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and it's hard.
You know?
Nowadays, it shouldn't be hard.
But it's hard, bro. No, it's we're in the most difficult times right now, bro. It's where we really gotta strap up and make sure we got armor and whatnot. Cause like, bro,
literally,
we'll lose our mind.
No, seriously.
Look at how many of us have almost gotten stuck in the bro. Like, yes, bro. God saves, bro. God saves his soldiers because when he sees that, oh, okay, they got you. Oh, they got you. It's okay. Let me. You got to get back into practice because they did get you. It's okay. We're living in that time now where it's very bad down here. Okay, but you got to come to an understanding and realization that that's what they're doing. All right, and then once you understand that, you have to now start practicing. Getting your armor up, picking up that sword and going back up, bro. You already did this. You want to? Yeah. I got the armor and the sword now. Don't play with me. My mind is there. I know what you're doing. I know what you're thinking with that manipulations and your crazy manipulative tactics to get through my head. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You are not about to do this to me.
I call it word magic. I'm like, I talk to my mama about it. I'm like, I can label it word magic.
But for you to be aware of it, let's you know, not me, but like you know that your spirit's protected. Because some people ain't aware of it.
I'm like, I've been writing for the past 10 years. You're not gonna give me your words. I'm sorry. At this point, especially, you're not getting your words.
How y'all feeling about I mean, shoot, what else did you have? Because I know we did queso.
Low key,
because
this is a good segue too.
I'm gonna say because I got some more.
This is the one. So this is a title. It probably came out about a week or two ago. But Barack Obama urges young men to befriend gay people who can help teach them empathy and kindness.
Now we get into a conversation.
What?
This is real news. This ain't just trying to create controversy.
Fuck me and cancel. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna let David talk first, bro.
I'm gonna read it again.
Ooh,
so Barack Obama urges young men to befriend gay people who can help teach them empathy and kindness.
I'm gonna let David go, bro. This is I'm not even about this.
So look.
Go ahead, bro. I'm tired of it.
Why are you stealing all of our stuff, bro? Look.
You got the pen? Alright. I don't want to, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna go get more.
Here, no.
I was gonna get more. Look. So, listen, family.
Go ahead.
You do not need to go befriend gay people in order to learn how to have empathy and some sympathy for other people. Okay? What you need to do, you don't even have to be able to relate to somebody in order to use empathy or show empathy. Okay? And I'm about to give examples of that. But really all you need to do is just be able to love someone outside of yourself. Literally, that's as simple as that, bro. It's really as easy as loving your mom. You know what I'm saying? Real life, like
that's selfless.
You know, because if you love your moms, right, and your moms die, and you get real hurt about it, and then you see somebody else going through the same thing, their mom dies, and you see them real hurt about it, you should be able to feel those feelings that they're feeling because you've gone through it too. You know what I'm saying? So, say you got your mama, and the mama is the only one that you really know how to love, but then, okay, your mama don't die, and that person's mom does die. You should be able to know how to feel bad for them because now they're missing the one person that you know you love the most. They're missing.
Understanding.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should know. Like if your mom is the person you love the most, that person who just lost their mom,
you should feel that.
They probably love their mom the most too, and so now you should be able to feel bad about them losing their mother. That doesn't take you having to be with a gay person in order to, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's why it's like, bro, what the actual heck is going on now, bro? I am so thrown off, bro. Like, there is no kind of biblical or science backing that. None of that. That's just such a dummy statement. Obama was good, bro. Listen, Obama, you had all my respect, brother. Okay, you was the only one of us. I'm sorry. To take the presidential
I didn't like
poll.
I don't know shit about him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Real life.
His professor was showing him a lot.
See, I didn't even know all of that, and I should have probably reached in and did some more studying about dude. But the fact that is what. Come on, bro.
It sounds agenda based.
It's very agenda based. It's very agenda based.
Let me get y'all. I might be wrong. It's a hypothesis.
Go ahead.
If they plan is to depopulate the planet, you don't do it by killing people. You do it by stopping reproduction.
That's true.
Promoting gay people.
Yeah.
Bro, I know that's not a conspiracy.
No.
These niggas out here really doing.
They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing.
Assholes, bro.
Yeah, they're bringing it, bro. That's one of my.
I'm sorry, but I'm not homophobic. I'm just being.
They bringing in drag queens to teach them about life. I'm like, bro,
the fuck? How the fuck?
Teach them about credit. Yeah. If y'all gonna pay the money, do the things that are abs. That's all.
They're targeting their emotions now rather than what actually makes sense, what's logical. Yeah, bro. Look, so that's exactly like that. And if you go even deeper into it, right? Because that's gonna stop the population of babies coming around. Who's that gonna tick off at the end of the day?
Devil?
No. God. You don't think that's gonna take him off? So like, look, if they're promoting gay so that they can reduce the population, so that there's plenty of gay marriages and things like that, and less heterosexual marriages and things, okay? Who do you think that's gonna tick off at the end of the day? The one entity, okay, who rules all and has made everything, literally said that babies are a blessing from himself.
No.
No, God said, hey, babies are a blessing from me. I give you a child, that is a gift. Period. You are only to treat a child like a gift, and that is it. A blessing. You don't mistreat a gift. You don't mistreat a blessing. You don't this and that. You don't stop a blessing from happening. You don't think that God's gonna be pissed that you're stopping a blessing from happening? He didn't tell Noah to stop repopulating the earth. He never told any of us to stop repopulating. When Noah landed that ark, God said, your family is going to repopulate this entire planet. Okay? And from that point on, God never said, okay, you guys can be done repopulating. No, his plan was always for us to continue repopulating the earth, continues, because people died. People die. And so that's how he wants it to be. It's for people to pass away, come back to him, and then he gives us new babies to take on the earth. But if you're doing gay stuff down there, the new babies are not coming. And you got God sitting up there going, you don't think I see this? You don't think I see this? You don't think I see this? You don't think I see what you're doing? You don't think I see what you're doing? Okay, don't worry, because I'm going to burn it all to the ground. I'm going to burn it all to the ground when I need to. All right, I'm going to just let you keep on being disrespectful for a while. I'll give you your time. All right, because y'all know that in Revelation, it's over for all of you.
Been here though.
It's
That's
over.
what I get pissed off.
You know, it's over.
That's when I get kind of pissed off, and it's something we're gonna. I get pissed off. People don't at least try to go into ancient history. It's like niggas knew shit before our time. So imagine you think he don't know what's going on right now in his time beyond just what we like.
Yeah,
he really got control over, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's logical now. A lot of fucking thinking.
Y'all see the new Fantastic Four. Okay, most of the Marvel movies, all Marvel movies are pretty biblical because Stan Lee was a pastor. Okay, before he created Marvel. Gotta do your research. Stan Lee was a pastor before he created Marvel. Galactus is clearly a demon. All right, who's come down from outer space to this. Galactus is the bad guy in Fantastic Four. Okay, I'll give you just a little bit of play because I don't know if you guys saw the movie or what. Look, so Galactus asked for the baby. Is that not demonic?
For sure.
It was the most demonic thing I've ever heard, bro.
Me being a Marvel nerd.
Read, bro.
Look at Marvel. He progressed her pregnancy right then and there because it was a 3-month excursion, but like that's the reason why she had on the plane because he induced it right there.
Yes, bro.
That make it even more crazy. You know what I'm saying?
And then Reed was like, yeah. He said the only way that our world would be spared is if we give him our baby. That's a demon, bro. God is not coming down to destroy the world and saying, hey, yo, humans, you give me those babies or I'm going to clap the whole world. That's a demon, bro. And not to mention, okay, listen. The whole movie is about how the world is ending. And the Fantastic Four has to save the world from ending. Why do we have so many of these movies that are coming out now in this time at the same time with the same story? The world is going to end. The world is going to end. Not even the superhero movies aren't even the only ones. It's the random movies too. It's the
2012.
Jordan Peele with these weird end of the world movies. Bro, these people are trying to tell us something. These people who have that high power.
I think I'm gonna say this. When
they know. They're trying to tell us like we're living in end times right now. You guys, we're just enjoying what we can right now.
And honestly, bro, I'm mad to your point. I think that shit. I like to see like writers, movies and shit. It's not directors.
No, I know what you're talking about.
The person
like a publisher
creates them, like Ice Cube did Friday.
Yeah,
he
directed.
No. He directed it too, but I'm saying like that one position.
Right, he published it. No. I know what you're talking about.
One of those.
I know what you're talking about. Like the movie creator, you know.
Yeah. So like Jordan, like with Jordan Peele, right? I look at them, I'd be like, a lot of times I don't think you can control God's will and more. You know what I mean? I think if we are all children of God, it's gonna happen. Like no matter how you feel about it, it's gonna happen.
And His will be done.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when I look at the Simpsons, for example, that's a better example. The reason why they're able to predict things in the future is they're being random. Because they don't know how to control it. Sometimes they give up control and allow God, like being natural.
Let me
to take
look.
Over. That's why it's still spilling out because you can't control that force.
Look, bro.
Come on now.
There are two sides. Okay, God either appoints you, and I feel like this is true. God has his like warrior assassins in the industry, bro, who have a lot of money and actually like produce movies and whatnot. Some of them are Christians, and so what they're doing is they're slyly slipping in a message that hey, the world is gonna end here soon. Some of them are anti-Christian, anti-God, which means what are they? They're with the devil, and if they're with him, look. They get the message across too. It's subliminal, but it's very clear. They let people know, hey, the world is coming to an end. Because even the demons know right now, hey, the world is coming to a close here soon. They're not it's not just the Christians and the people who believe in God who know, like, hey, things are looking real weird out here. The TV's playing weird stuff. The movies are playing weird stuff. The music is sounding a lot more demonic. This, that, and the third. And so Christians are starting to call it out. Well, the demons are now starting to become public too, and they're coming out and saying, hey, this is what's happening, and this is what's happening. And people don't know that and don't see it because they have no spiritual kind of discernment.
That's a good word.
They could be looking at a person, and the person is talking to them, and they don't know that they're being influenced by an entity. They're being influenced by a demon. So you might as well consider yourself talking to a demon right now, because influence is the same. It's the same, okay? So that's why people say, oh, I feel like the devil. I feel like the devil, this, that, and the third. If you've been doing things that are devilish, you're going to feel like the devil because his influence is heavy. His influence is heavy, you know? But yeah, bro, it's that Fantastic Four movie. I'm about to go watch it, and I already know it's going to put me on my butt because you remember, what was that last Doctor Strange movie that came out?
Multiverse of Man was Scarlet Witch.
Where they introduced, where they literally put the Illuminati in the movie.
I didn't see it. I don't be watching Marvel.
Bro, they put the Illuminati in the movie. Yeah, bro. And Professor X was a part of the Illuminati. What? That's something that is hidden in plain sight.
I don't think they named the Illuminati back then. I know.
Oh, no. They said Illuminati in the movie. They said Illuminati in the movie.
I don't think they'll tell us, bro.
They'll tell us.
No. All of this is interpolated from what's it called?
They would have stopped
from past books from like 40s, 60s, 50s.
So, like, you know about the Freemasons?
Or 60s more so.
You know about the Freemasons?
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. We're getting off topic, but I'm about to tell y'all something real quick. Freemasons, bro. Our country was founded by men who believe in God, right? Wrong.
No.
For all of my life, I promise you, I thought that America was a country that was created by men who believe in God, like Jesus, for real. You know what I'm saying? Because we used to, in God we trust. We used to literally, we pledged to the flag and we pledged to the Bible, like type thing in early days. And in Christian schools, we still didn't. They only changed that in public schools recently, where y'all stopped pledging to the Bible and whatnot. But they used to pledge to the Bible in the 1900s, even in public schools. That's how our nation was.
Every inaugural, that right hand got to go in the Bible.
Yeah, still has to go in the Bible. Guess what? We were not founded by leaders who actually believe in God. We were founded by leaders who are Freemasons. And most of our nation doesn't even know what a Freemason is or who a Freemason is. And Freemasons, you know, they're here. They walk around us all the time. You know who their main leader is in their Bible, in their book? Lucifer. It's Lucifer. They literally, it's almost as if, like, you've heard what they said in the Galactus thing.
Remember when you said give power, I wouldn't be even investing my energy into that.
Look at downtown, bro. You seen that Masonic temple? One of the biggest buildings downtown. That's what we need to start focusing on. Is the fact that
that's where most countries go on nowadays.
Y'all. Freemasons.
But that's okay. Can I get to it? Y'all really want to go deep?
It's deep.
How long are we in?
I mean,
hour and a half, maybe. So come on,
get it.
No, bro.
Let's get deep.
All right,
let's get deep.
I know. I think. Well, I know, but when I think I know, at this point, so a lot of the times we look at the outside looking in, and that's the biggest trick of the devil. You don't want to believe me, you don't have to. You don't look at me dead in your face. You know
that's true. Outside looking in, you're right.
Outside looking in, and I think a lot of us caught on to that habit. So we practice things of the devil, and we don't realize that we are falling into his world, where you can live heaven on earth.
Are you sure it's not inside looking out?
No, because I'm about to get back to it.
Go.
Down. But like I said, from the outside looking in, right?
Yeah.
It's big on the external. Very big right now. That's what we call ego. It's part of your brain. It's literally a muscle in your brain. You don't want that muscle to grow, like I was telling you. If you want the less ego, but you already got one. Stop doing push-ups, right? So I think, like when I look at the 33rd degree, what they mean is the spine and your back, and it gets scary. It's very scary, but I told you I'm like Blade. I don't like being fearful my whole life, so I'm going to face the enemy instead of running from him. Jesus gave me that power. I got a heart. It's enough for me. For being a servant of him. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I tell him whenever he comes back, go back. I trust him. He's not no father at no Walmart telling me, oh, you gonna come back. You're not come back. I know you.
You feel me? That's real. That's real.
Like I said, like the 33rd degree is meaning like the spine, like the each bone that's in your back, right? So like, you know, if you feel your spinal cord, you're not like scared. Like you feel your spinal cord, and it got like 33 different type of bones to it, right? What they mean is what happens to your body when you have a thought. They've mastered this over time because they understand the base of all human beings. When I say they took over, it's literally I have no faith in today's world. This shit has to be destroyed. And I've gotten to this point deeply, 100%.
That's what the Masons believe in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have taken over, and it's scary because my faith is so strong in goodness. Period. Like that's just how I've always been. 100%. So it's like,
dog, Tehran, that's crazy, bro. Woo wee.
A lot of oceans, solid levels for who I am. But real shit, I'm being honest. So let me just make it simpler and faster and quicker. But what they mean is like what's in the spine, what's in all of us, what creates your balance while you stand up, while you sit down, while you watch what you watch, while you talk the way you talk, the bass in your voice, your atoms apple. They study all this. So to understand the base of a human being, you basically take ownership over a human being. Now there's a door. You know how everybody talking about the door? It's a door. You can knock on it, you can open it. I wouldn't open it. You can open it, or you can walk the fuck away from it. A lot of people don't choose to walk away from that door. That door is understanding, like, I have to sell myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to trick everybody in here because I already know the knowledge of how to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Toronto got a big following for a reason.
Did you get hit up by somebody? Because I got hit up by somebody.
No. I think it was a scam at one time.
I started getting some views, bro. Somebody hit me up. I said,
it's always been natural talent.
No. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
It's always been natural talent. Like I said,
I think our whole thing is they can't hit us up.
I was gonna finish. He said get to the inside out.
Go ahead, go.
No, I don't want you to get there. I don't know.
No, bro.
God, no, do it. I need to hear it. I need to hear it.
But yeah, that's how you got it.
Okay, you retarded.
But yeah, outside looking at it, right? So it creates a big ass perception, and whatever you do is something happens. That's just what it is. I can't control it. I'm not the creator.
So how you feel about Lil Baby then?
I don't really care.
Cause he's a free.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't really care about celebrities. I don't look at them as no type of idol.
No. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. So like, do you think he's wrong for being? I feel like he's wrong.
What he's got going on right now. I don't worship him.
No. But that you don't have to. That's not what I'm saying. Again, like, cause again, like you said, they've taken over the world. They have, especially when you said that statement, bro. Like, it made me really think because it was like, okay, you gotta like
everything.
Lil Baby is in a mindset where he's gonna keep on tricking. He's going to keep on making illegal money and legal money because to a Freemason, it's do as thou wilt.
Now that's where I was trying to get to.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm getting to all that.
Right.
But okay, let me add this on quickly. What I would say is I know for 100% fact y'all don't listen to me. I know for 100% fact. I would bet $1 million for that and win $1 billion. Straight up like that. So I know for a fact that it's not none of well, some artists that's A-listed very heavily might. I'm not gonna speak for them, but it really comes down to A, B, C, D list type of thing. So when it comes, like I said, like they believe in degree in school, what you get, degree A, B, C, D. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, Lil Baby don't even know. Billie Eilish,
yeah,
don't even know.
That's true.
Lil Nas X is hypnotized. That's how I feel. I don't know completely. I'm not gonna be like I'm a master at knowing the shit, but I can see it. You don't know what he's doing.
Right.
No disrespect being a gay person.
You don't know what he's doing, bro. Dog does not know.
No disrespect. I'm not homophobic. Being honest. Obviously, that's not what I wanted.
He's being told what to do.
So, but at the end of the day, I'm not like I don't try to harm gay people because I've met a lot of real gay people. And that's not what I'm saying. But at least stand on that you get. I just don't like the gay people.
Christians will get backlash, bro, for pushing their agenda, quote unquote. I'll get backlash for wanting to talk to somebody about the Bible, bro. But then the second that what happened? What spilled? Yeah, just grab one of them. Dang, we just washed our towels. Keep spilling, bro.
Anyway, like I was saying, look.
No, go ahead, bro. Because at the end of the look, gays are stuck. That's what I feel like.
But it's not even about the gays.
They can push
it's not even about. It's not about that. I don't like judging. So I'm not gonna expel my energy on it. If you want to do it,
I see what you're saying.
I don't want to do it. But like I said, I think from the inside looking out, now I'm getting to your point. I think if you understand that every spirit is so fucking precious, man. And once it hit me, like, and y'all don't gotta believe in this, but once it hit me, couldn't complain about nothing. Like, not a damn thing. Because I finally understood the Holy Spirit. Do you understand? It was like, I'm not trying to be nothing. I'm just being here for Him. Instead of, like, you don't see me preaching too much at all. And that's for a reason I preached through this. He gave me this, to the 33rd degree because everybody got it. It's just how you utilize the shit. So when it comes back to Lil Baby, it comes to all these people, they're confused, bro. Because the people that you don't see is really on the show, but you have to see it through the artists. Now, I don't mean just through their music. You have to see it through their actions, like studying how they talk, the way they walk. You have to be like Blade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to run from the enemy. I'm understand the enemy. Like, that's not me. That's a scary thing because you got to be front line at the fucking thing and be like, God damn, I don't even know who got my back for real.
Now, I know you don't want to judge him.
Who might fuck me the fuck up.
Yeah. You don't want to judge him. Do you think they made the right move, though?
No. What you mean?
Like do you think that when he did, exactly, bro? Because at the end of the day,
one who devalued. Literally,
we still got to make a choice, like a physical choice to be like, or a mental choice to be like, hey, well, I get my contract says this, but like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what it's called. Right, I'm going to get deeper. That's why it's called a contract. Contractual energy, expandable energy. That's what happens to everybody's right? Contract, putting you on track. No matter how you act, I got you. You would think that I'm free. Literally, they say, if you study these types of people, they say, oh, the best slave is the one who thinks they're free. You have to know it. You have to be free. Today's world is not fucking easy to be free. I'm not even completely free. It's not. This can be a whole fucking lecture, but I'm not, like,
real.
Anyways, like I said, yeah, that's why I see him as a Wizard of Oz. A lot of things, fear, adrenaline. I'm gonna give y'all this 1.2. Adrenaline, when you feel it, it attracts that. Adrenaline, not adrenaline. Adrenaline. It's that fear that's going through your sternum. What people call the chakras. If they unbalanced, things of that nature. He's off of that. So why has Tehran been so fucking fearless? It's because I face every single fear that I know is bullshit about. Stop bullshit. I don't know why I keep hearing it. Face your fears. Where's all these rules and principalities? So when I look at the 10 Commandments, I might be 3 in, 4 in, but my feet is in the right place. I'm 7 forward. So, like I said, don't be too afraid. I think once you understand, like I told you on the podcast, yes, if you speak certain words and feel a certain way, certain spirits will be around you. The evil, if you are a certain way, they won't try to possess you. Now you got what we call angels around you. And that's beyond the human thought.
To be honest, yeah. The world has come to a pretty crazy place where, the industry can get real wild, throw stuff on the TV screens, throw stuff in the movies and whatnot, and be telling us straight facts. But since people are so ignorant of what's real, they think that everything is a fairy tale. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Sure.
And if you have that kind of discernment and knowing that there's a reason for why certain things are put on the television. There are a reason for why certain things are put in the television.
I mean, the retention points, how they edit the video, B-roll, all of this shit. You can see.
It does. But, to me, ultimately, it doesn't get deep enough until you decide to make a choice as to what side you're going to do work for type situation.
It should be unexplained. That's what I'm saying when it comes to like SK sometimes be saying, I don't even feel that way because I know I control me. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling that too because it's like, nah, even though that's the devil, I don't want to give too much energy into that direction. Period. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. If we are living damn near close to a spirit realm, which we call heaven, why the fuck wouldn't it be spirits here? Yes, it gets scary. It does.
But most people don't even believe in heaven. They don't believe in heaven or hell.
Problem.
So they don't know that. They don't have no kind of idea.
But all these things, either in the Bible, the Quran, it matters. Don't get it fucked up. Bible and the Quran, I don't know if y'all studied the Quran like I have.
I haven't read it.
Not even the Quran, but
I read some things.
People who I know is really stand up, out here fighting against the devil, we don't even fucking know that they're doing. Nation Islam. Some of the strongest brothers I've ever met in my fucking life.
Some Islam.
And guess what? They minister always refer back to the Bible. But what is on the outside looking in? These races. It's easy to make a news story, bro. You understand how the perception works?
Yeah.
Editing, all that shit. It's easy. Blade, bro. You gotta understand both sides. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think everybody been to hell, but we keep trying to escape it instead of looking around like, oh, this nigga been bullshit. Then he rise up. Jesus got crucified. And what did he do?
Defeated the devil.
Rose up. Only you said. Because you can't be defeated in spirit. You can't if you really are in one with yourself.
I think he made it that way at that moment. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, this is just
how
I am.
For sure. In those moments when he died and defeated death, he was trying to let everybody else know that since death has been defeated by me, you can defeat that.
So what are we afraid of in this day?
Yeah. That's
if he did that years ago, billions of years ago, what are we afraid of? So are we devolving or are we evolving?
I wouldn't say. I'd say more so. Is the devil working?
Fuck this?
No disrespect.
No disrespect. I don't even want to put cuss and say it in the same sentence. But no disrespect. But how the heck would somebody that many years ago be able to go through that? And we think that we at some top point right now. Because we don't fucking respect shit. Whether it's the Bible, bro. Nobody really follow it for, not saying nothing from y'all. I'm saying
nobody can
in the world, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. Because it's hard. Because guess what? You might get somebody, oh, you lame for that. You this. Oh, so you're worried about judgment. You better get deeper in the Bible. I guarantee you it's a solution.
Yeah.
That's how strong.
It's real.
It's
true.
You know what I mean? It is a war.
I'm glad you're speaking like that.
It's been me, bro. Real shit. It's been me.
It's all of us.
No, that's all. No. I'm not saying
that's
me. I'm like,
no. It's being you. Yeah, it's
literally
all of us
being how I am. That's just.
And I always say this: Jesus is in all of us. I swear. The only thing is to just accept it or don't. And only two
No.
things.
Yes or no? Black or white?
No. It's black or white. This side or that side.
And it gets like that gray area, I would stop fucking with. I used to fuck with the gray area.
I know what a gray area is.
Basically, I don't fucking know.
Like I get. Now this is my thing about lukewarmness. No, we can get into that.
Lukewarm.
I don't know about. My thing is, I feel like
lukewarm with anything.
But I see what you mean. But my thing is to whose interpretation. To me, it's only to the Lord's interpretation. At the same time,
because you know what? Okay, let me break this down. So this is how I feel. Y'all can look it up in ancient history. I'm not talking about AI overview. The more you study, you're gonna get back down to this point. I promise you, I wouldn't be lying. But like demon literally means basically I'm gonna take something and devalue it every time. So the reason why a lot of us confusing this today's time and people who aren't even Christians is because we don't understand it's happening now. Like we don't have promise over the future. We stress so much over it. Think about it. Like we be like, damn, I want this to happen. Oh, yeah, guess what? A hurricane or something happened. But then why think about it?
I think there's no way of getting around it.
It's not. But to accept that, that's what creates that power within you. That's like, well, I can't really do nothing when it comes to controlling everybody. Because last time I checked, when you try to
control over self.
Yeah,
I always say that.
When you try to control everybody, it kind of leads to world domination. That's the plan of the devil. So I'm gonna step this way. So it's been easy for me, but that's just me being me. But it's easy for everybody. But it's not me being like, oh, I'm this prophet. No, that's false prophets. You don't see me preaching. There's no reason. I'm a very quiet nigga for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I did enough of this. During high school, I was talking about you, making fun of you, I got tired of it. Nigga, who are you? So, it's been me through my 20s. I don't say it's been me through my teenage years, but like I don't get too afraid because I smoke. I mean, I drink alcohol from time to time. I smoke weed, which people call the devil's lettuce. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like that, but I'm just saying, like, on some real shit, I wouldn't be too afraid because that's exactly how life start going downhill for you. Because they just like it's scary because you can't see the spirits, you can't grasp them. That's why air. The Illuminati only believes in air. They don't believe in the other 4 elements. But what made the avatar? You get what I'm saying? Meaning like standing grounded. I'll explain all of them to you. Standing grounded, earth. Fire, that willpower, power. In you, that sun that's gonna shine no matter what. Water, flow, letting go. Allowing things to flow. If you did something to me, I gotta let it go. So for me to hold a grudge, what does that create? And all the time. Oh damn, that nigga Bernard was like this. I pass it on to one person. Another person. And everybody come back towards you. Like you're that person when you know you're not.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I just do? Devalued you.
Mm-hmm.
The value is in you. Bernard is Bernard. David is David. I don't give a fuck if my pinky toe is not even a norm. Touch it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to acceptance, bro. I really do. I think everybody got it at this top point, like where you can think, and everybody know Jesus, bro. Like that's why you see it popularized now. People trying to search for it in themselves, but you can't really call Jesus on the phone. He gave you everything that you needed, right? You get what I'm saying? Just stand on it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what shape this shit is at this point. It's not about that scientific shit. I'm talking about some real talk. Yeah. So when I look at the 4 elements, yes, people have used them in wrong ways, but like I said, it's like
what's up, man?
It's like Avatar, real shit. But it's not saying they got it the whole way. I'm just saying it really is to me.
Boy.
What's up, bro?
I can't lie.
How was your nap?
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. I'm just such a positive person, bro. I really don't know what it is. Like I said, just you don't chase the Holy Spirit. You don't ask for it. You do your best with what God is giving you. And I think, like I said, the Ten Commandments always literally for like a year now. I was at Amazon practicing, literally like on some basketball shit. Like, all right, thou should not lie. So I can't lie about how I feel to this customer. I gotta be honest. Like I was really doing it in real time. Swear to God, it's the biggest blessing. So that's why I don't believe in asking, like how we talked about on one of our podcasts. You don't ask God for the lottery if you don't go get it. You know what I mean? You gotta go get it. You gotta do your part. So that's why I'm.
There's certain things though.
Yeah. Well.
Go take it to mama. So I want to be part of this.
What's up, mean?
I'm trying to stay in.
All right.
No, go deeper.
Man, they came and grabbed.
But what's it called though? I'm not even gonna drop off. But what's it called though?
If I'm too loud, I'm
I'm distracted. Okay, you know how
You going?
I don't know. Now, of course, there's more to it. Like I said, I'm not God. But I just think being a servant of Him, you get the honor to become very happy, basically.
For sure.
I didn't create the spirit, bro. I just know, like, sometimes the spirit wants something, which is goodness.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, I tell put him back out there.
It's like feeding the spirit by being a good person on and off camera. That's all I care about. And I haven't always been like that. But God is forgiving. And y'all know that.
The most ultimate.
The most
real. But I'm not saying that. Cause we can talk about the enemy all day too.
Yeah.
That nigga deep too.
Go ahead.
But what's it called? I say like one of his biggest tricks also is what's it called? I think it's just basically the lack of knowledge. That's all it is too.
True.
The fact that you don't understand
authentic knowledge though. What I mean by that is like some of it's not authentic. I feel like sometimes the devil can touch the Bible. But that didn't stop me. But that's stopping a lot of people, bro.
The devil
I don't think you can stop it.
But no, that's what I'm saying. That's stopping a lot of people from going deeper into the Bible. Because all they see is like, like spiritual or this whole popularity shit with having like enlightened and shit. So they became like very like
that's why it's gotta
the Bible
be deeper.
And that's why they lost.
Because it's
even
God
structure
says
to everything.
God
you
says,
can flow. Like I dance, but there's a structure to everything that I don't control.
For instance, I'll give you
trying to get in alignment with that. That's what you're supposed to do. But they misconstrued the shit for a long time.
If you don't, so like you can be a highly spiritual person, right? Let's say you're highly spiritual and you consider yourself to be super powerful when it comes to the spirit, and you get encountered by a demon, and that demon ends up spanking you. Okay, and you're like, what? I thought that I had the power to beat him. No, that's not how that works. Because at the end of the day, it's a demon, and the knowledge that you think that you've studied so long and you know so well, they knew thousands of years before you even were an idea. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you don't come with the correct power, then you're gonna lose. Period. Point blank. The only power that beats a demon ever is God's power. Literally, direct God, like directly from God. Like that's the only time it happens. And I can give you an example because some Jews tried to cast out a demon one time. And that demon ended up beating them down, bro. They said it was bad. The house started shaking, bro. They all ran out without their clothes. Okay, they ran out from the house naked. All right, and could not cast the demon out of the man who was in the house. AKA, you seen an exorcism movie?
I never
That's
seen
what
it. I always
happened.
heard about
You
it.
seen Conjuring?
Yeah.
Think about a scene like that happening in real life. It's in the Bible.
I think it happened.
It's in the Bible, bro. It's in the Bible. God says, bro, these men went into that house where that person was possessed, tried to cast that demon out, and that demon came out and said, hey, because they said, this is what they said. The Jews were like, in the name of Peter the disciple and in the name of Jesus of Nazareth, we cast you out. The demon said, I know who Peter is and I know who Jesus is. Who are you? Letting them know, like, there's no Jesus here with you and there's no Peter here with you. So what are you going to do now? I don't care that Jesus and Peter casted demons out. They're not here to do it for you now. The reason why I'm going to kick your ass is because you tried to cast me out in the name of someone else. That's not gonna work here. And so he ravaged those people. He ravaged them, sent them out the house without their clothes. They went to Jesus. They said, "What happened? Why couldn't we cast them out? He almost killed us." Because you didn't come right. You didn't come in my name. You went in the name of Peter, someone who has beaten a demon before in my name. Peter casted those demons out through my power, not through Peter's power. And the reason why you said Peter is because you don't even understand what my power is. Okay? And the demon knew that because the demon was created by me. He used to be an angel. And now he's a demon. He's not stupid. You try to go and be a trickster with someone who is ancient. Yeah. That's stupid. That's dumb. You go in with the right power or you lose, period, point blank. Don't put your life on the line trying to cast a demon out and you don't know how to do it for real. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, people, I'm telling you, it's all over the place. It's all over the place now.
Start fucking praying for a demon to come in your life.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Man,
I think everybody now. But I would say a lot of people do. And that's just like, I think we see it. I see it as like you have to stop feeding into the shit. Period.
Though. It's the stuff that you say, stuff that you indulge in, what you watch, what you be looking at and letting your eyes absorb. Your eye sockets are portals to okay. And if you want to think about it in a very, very logical sense, your eye sockets are portals to your brain. Okay. And if your eye socket is a portal to your brain, okay, and the images that are on.
So what do you think? Okay, let me give you this. What do you think is creating a lack of awareness for that? Like we know it's simple, right?
It's your moral. It's your No,
I'm saying like how you just broke it down.
Yeah.
Clearly good, right?
Yeah.
Why do you not we? I'm talking about like as human beings, right? How do you think they're not able to become aware of what's internalized in a sense and be okay with that, like on a stable basis?
If it feeds towards
Look.
But why is it not?
They are aware. It's not about a matter of humans were created by God.
That's exactly what we get.
Humans were created by God. Our intelligence level is through the roof. So when we see something that's often not normal, a red flag pops up in our head every time because God created us that way. Because that's how he is. If it's not from him, then we already know automatically. We don't even have to have somebody say it to us. So at the end of the day, that's what I mean. So like if I'm looking at the TV and I understand that what I'm watching on the outside of my body is going to go into the inside of my body.
You see what you're doing right now.
I'm going to marinate on that.
Creating that for you. The next time you see a TV and go watch TV and you decide I am watching TV, you're going to react that way, David. That's why I be telling you stop feeding.
But if you don't,
100%.
and that's why most people do this today, and that's the lack of awareness that I get upset about. Because like if I let my son watch a TV show like The Monkey King, okay, and the Monkey King is a demon, all right, literally in the show he says I'm the demon god. I'm the god of the demon realm. This, that, and the third. And I'm letting my son watch the TV screen, and I know my son's eyes are portals to his mind. And he's looking and listening to the screen say demon, demon, demon. It's gonna fester in his mind at some point, and he's gonna go, demons are either good or bad. And if the show is telling him that demons are good, what do you think my 4-year-old little boy is gonna eventually think? Demons are good. But if dad decides, hey, I'm not going to let you watch that show because I already know what the message is about. And I know that if you absorb this into you, it is a possibility that you're going to start believing that demons are a good thing and that they're not false. Okay. That's not what I want out of my son. So even as adults, we still have the ability as an adult.
Scary.
You can watch the TV, absorb what's in that TV through your eye sockets and say, that's normal. Like the TV show Shameless. Have you seen Shameless before? So look, it's a shameless show. The name is exactly fitting. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting. Now, watching some of the scenes on that show as an adult, the message that I was getting was that, it's okay to have a boyfriend, but then still go have sex with multiple different guys, it's okay to have a girlfriend but still go have sex with multiple. You know, it's okay to be gay and have sex with multiple men. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a deadbeat father and get drunk and be an addict because you have all these problems that have happened in your life and your mother abused you, so you decided to become an alcoholic and have 8 kids and not take care of them. And the show glorifies you, and the show glorifies you. And I'm watching this, and in my mind, I could easily be like, you know what, David, it is okay. Maybe you can go get a 6-pack, bro. You've been through a lot. Your mom used to abuse you. Your mom left you and the kids in the house with a pack of cheese slices in the fridge, bro, and nothing else for weeks. Okay? Your grandma came to get you. All right? You can go on and drink those beers. Go on and become an alcoholic, David. You can do that. You weren't treated right until you were 8 years old. You saw hell before you experienced heaven. Yeah. That little bit of heaven is not enough for all that hell that you went through. So go get that beer and become a drunk. That's what the show is trying to tell me. It's not just trying to give me a creative story to be entertained by. That's not it. That is not what the world is doing. They're not just giving you entertainment. They're trying to influence you to go do certain things. Period. And if a movie is real crazy, like those party movies that are rated R and TVMA, where you see in the house there's a bunch of sex and orgies, and around the backyards they got beach balls floating in the air and people drinking and dancing and partying and going, What they're trying to tell you is that they want you to do the same thing. And what they're not telling you is that someone who is so attracted to that energy and that lifestyle is never actually going to find true happiness, because the happiness that you're seeing in that movie is fake. All of those people are drugged. They're off drugs. They're off alcohol. You know what I'm saying? They're all impaired. None of them have found happiness through a clear state of mind. Yeah. And so once you realize, bro, you can't find happiness through a clear state of mind because you've indulged in all of that crap that the movie told you to indulge in, where are you left at? Lost. People kill themselves over stuff like this, bro. Literally, bro. They're like, hey, I don't know what to do now. I've already taken a bunch of ecstasy and this, that, and the third, and I can't find any happiness. And not knowing that they grew up watching movies that were like this. They grew up around people who were like this. They grew up around adults who influenced them to party. You know what I'm saying? And so they became what the movies represent and what the TV shows represent. I was in that position before, living at the Cummings house. We were living in a movie. We were living in the Breakfast Club movie.
What it felt like?
Yeah. You seen that old school movie, The Breakfast Club? Yeah, bro. That's what the Cummings house was the Breakfast Club. People having sex in the bathroom, downstairs, upstairs, Lonnie's room, Sarah's room, outside, going to the park off shrooms, smoking weed every single day, drinking alcohol all the time, stealing this, stealing that, doing this. We were living a literal movie. It was a mix between Boys in the Hood and The Breakfast Club. I can put out, boy. I'm telling you, I got my knowledge beat, and I can put it all together. The puzzle is easy to piece together when you know what you're talking about. It's not that hard, you know. I've been watching it. I've been watching out my niggas. I've been watching it to my family members and things like that. And that's why I've been in church, my family. Because I'm not about to be ignorant out here, not knowing what is actually true and what is real. While the rest of the world decides, we're going to deplete morals. We don't need to care about everybody else. Just care about yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's about your happiness, not their happiness. Your happiness, not their happiness. and that's none of that is biblical.
That's why I hate that lone wolf.
None of it is biblical. Yeah, none of it is biblical, bro. God literally says for you.
First of all, if you call yourself a lone wolf, you ain't a lone wolf. First off, you wouldn't say that. First off, in that meaning, you know what I mean? Like trying to say
I'm a lone. Yeah, you're not a lone wolf, brother. You got a whole village around you. You want to be a lone wolf.
I think it's like
you gotta get you. Yeah,
as you just said, we're all really connected. You're forcing yourself to really disconnect from what God made you to be your force. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like really going to
that's what it resistance,
bro. Crazy part. That's who was the first one to do it.
No.
Exactly. He was the first one to say, I don't want to worship God. I want you to worship me. And that's why he got kicked out of heaven. Forever. For all of eternity. Never, ever able to go back. It's like, bro, learn, people, learn. We have someone who showed us what happens when you do.
That's why I just don't have no remorse. I'm like, I think, like I said, I got to a point where I understand, like, we got too much information now. Or, like, at least that, you know what I mean, for complaining. To me.
Yes, bro.
But this has been a practice for years.
We could go real deep, too. When it comes to, like, Hollywood and the industry, bro, like, it's a disgusting world we live in now, bro. Like, look, they put a lot of stuff in front of our face that's like diabolical and defiling and blasphemous, but there's also a lot of things that they hide. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like Ellen DeGeneres, and,
sight, bro.
you know, like the pizza parties and things like that. Like Adam Sandler's talked about it. Ellen DeGeneres has talked about it. Sandra Bullock has talked about the pizza parties. And what the pizza party is
The shape of the pizza. First off,
it's in the shape. It's in the shape of a pizza. It's also in the shape of a pepperoni, though. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it represents unifying over go get it, then go get energy, the willpower, the third chakra. Some people call it.
It's actual physically. It's physically though too.
No,
Witchcraft.
that's what I'm saying. No.
They put force in them.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think is happening right now? We are not disconnected from that.
It's
I don't know why people thought this.
It's
It's
so
scary up there.
What am I connected to? I don't know.
So Adam Sandler,
like,
Sandra Bullock, and Ellen DeGeneres, right? Ellen DeGeneres even went so far as to buy a bunch of pizza during like a Grammy Award or something like that. And it was a skit. And she was like, "Who's hungry? Who wants pizza?" Da, 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 da. But not too long before that, Adam Sandler was on one of her interviews, and so was another person, like Sandra or somebody, talking about the pizza parties, and they were going fully into description. And they said that what they do to like keep themselves looking young and keep themselves vibrant, you know what I'm saying, and continue to kind of extract energy is to take the foreskin of a baby.
We talked about this.
And to either like Sandra, the way Sandra Bullock said it was like they like put it on their skin. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what
they face.
You feel me? I would assume that they're also eating.
You know what I think?
Bro.
I think they lying for publicity. That's how they get their money.
No.
And then they use the money to go get plastic surgery. That's what I think.
No.
But because
bro.
Remember I told you, let me break it down.
Okay,
because I want the audience to understand too where I'm coming from. The devil works in smoke and mirrors. We know this. Why would he actually go through the whole process of doing that to babies? Satan is, you know what I'm saying? He's that smart. Why would he go through the whole process of doing that to babies? Actually doing that to them physically. Yeah. When they can just tell the public this, when they can just go out and get the plastic surgery and make a little money and make it seem like they have more power.
We also have people who have been in that industry who've come out like for instance, there's one dude who's on YouTube, right? He was a part of a group that was like part of the Nephilim. He's part of the Nephilim family. Well, you know that the Nephilim, in order to a Nephilim to be created, is for a demon to have sex with a woman. Okay, we know that people can be possessed by demons and come into contracts with demons. There are so many Nephilim walking around here. You have no idea. You have no, especially when it comes to like Hollywood and the industry, bro. A lot of them are not speaking on this type of stuff because they know how true it is. But then also, it's gonna sound crazy because it's way too ancient of a study. You know what I'm saying? This was talked about a long time ago.
I can answer you. My standpoint, I'm very like, why the fuck would they tell you something if they want to keep you controlled? I don't think people understand how much control they actually have. I mean,
I don't think they got good. That's the whole point.
That's the point.
They don't have.
Why the fuck would I want you to know I have control?
But the thing is, they're doing that to gain control. But I understand the whole
I know why they would,
because literally
they don't have control. They want to give that illusion, right?
It's a big ass illusion, but they have ownership.
Of what? That's what I was. Who did I ask?
Your owner's owner. You understand what I'm saying? It has
and that's
to go
cool, but my thing is, what do they really own?
Your mind.
How the fuck not? Please tell them, bro.
Remember I just told you if I allowed them to. I never allowed them to. My whole 24 years.
That's the point, SK.
But at my 24 years and now, they do not own.
Why the fuck would they want you to know? This is what I'm talking
about. You know how Teron said that he was not even free yet?
Right here.
You know how he said he's not even free? We're bound to our jobs, right?
I'm not sitting here saying I know I gotta go work this 9 to 5 in order to put food in my mouth.
That's just a part of the example.
I know that's one piece of the pie.
It's just one piece. Exactly.
We understand each other. I'm breaking down from a different point. More so for the audience. I'm not saying y'all gotta get where I'm coming from. I'm really saying this for the audience so they know. Because you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're on this channel. Y'all gonna get to know us more and more. But just to break down overall what's going on, like I just don't think like that. I respect where y'all coming from. I just don't think like that only because
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
how
good.
much can a human?
But to
really
be aware of it, it's not the same as thinking of it.
Yeah, bro.
If you listen, bro, if you
is,
go outside right now and I tell you this snake is venomous, you don't become aware of it. Is it my fault or your fault?
But my thing is,
yes.
in this example, is he actually venomous? Because my thing is, okay, you have to speak it. I'll tell him this to. Okay, I'm not in your no. My thing is because in your example, you're saying the snake is the people, right? Yeah. My thing, I don't think they're venomous. Okay. Because I don't think I'm. You know, that's what I'm saying. Okay. So that example. Okay. So what if I told you? But you can tell.
That's
it's not that.
Like that's what I'm saying, bro. You know a snake is gonna fight you, bro. Like at some point you gotta be like.
No. I get where you're coming from. But if I've never really been bit by that snake and I've been around this snake my whole life since I've been born, so what? Why would I believe different? You now? Listen, you just said that. I get what he's saying, bro. You said the snake is ancient. All right, wait. So I'm talking about you have your own snake. You have your own pet snake. You can trust that snake deeply. I'm not talking about that snake. Then sure you can trust it. Yes. But your expectation thinking that all snakes are the same is fucking you up. Because if I tell you it's a nigga out here, it's a fucking snake out here that's venomous that just bit me. Nigga, I got to go to the hospital. I'm telling you, it's out there. So just being aware. I don't know how to explain it. That's no reason I can't explain it because really a lot of it is God for real. But it's more so about like. I ain't go ahead, bro. There's a physical aspect that is my responsibility. I can't explain. That's what I'm trying to explain.
This is where I gotta understand. Okay, because that's okay. I come in full agreement with your points for the most part, but this is gonna shut me down if you answer this question crazy. All right, I'm about to ask you this question right now. Okay? Yeah, go ahead. If I went outside, and this is what Ron was trying to ask you. If I went outside, it's a big ass rattlesnake outside.
Yeah,
motherfucker bit me right in the leg. Okay, everything jellified. I can't fucking move my legs. SK, don't you bring your ass out here. This snake is venomous. You come walk out the house and go, are you sure, bro? That's what I'm saying. No, okay, I wouldn't be. He's gonna be like, I'd be like, nigga, you don't believe me for real? Okay, be aware of it. You can check if you want to. That's why. Now we're both playing on the ground like,
Y'all not making the same example, bro.
But you see, the enemy is not venomous at all.
That was
no. I never said that.
Okay. You said
to an extent, he's really not. But my thing is like this. It's like it's like a placebo.
Right, that's good.
He's trying to trick your mind. Yeah. Like for example,
that's what makes him venomous. That's the venom I'm talking about. And because not everybody understands that or are aware of it. Okay.
But I never said he wasn't venomous. I never said he wasn't venomous. Being it, but I'm sitting here saying, let's say this. I know how that snake is. I know how that snake was born though. This is a hybrid, one of a kind snake. Right. How the devil is, he's one of a kind. Sure. Yeah. This is a hybrid, one of a kind snake. His venom, he has the most deadliest venom, but it doesn't shoot. So that's the part the part you've got to.
Here's what it is.
His venom doesn't shoot.
Here's what he's saying, bro.
But if he makes everyone believe around him that the venom
that's what I was talking about.
He did to Eve.
That's what I'm talking
about. I can make you do all this.
That's the venom nowadays. Am I wrong?
What he's trying to say.
Manipulation not the venom.
And I agree with y'all that is the venom.
I'm about to say, that's all I'm saying.
So
I'm just saying that venom can't be.
Where my mind is thinking you're saying now is that you're saying, okay, the snake is there, the snake is venomous, but I know that, but I'm not going to. Because SK, I feel like we always come to this conclusion because I understand where SK is coming from, where he doesn't want to give the devil power. Okay, brother, like the Lord would tell you this. Okay, you're not giving the devil power by acknowledging what he can do. Job knew what was going on with him when things was going down. When the devil went up to heaven and said, "Hey, I want to go mess with Job because I think he's gonna curse."
God allowed that. I'm not saying that the devil has the power to do that, but he was given authority from God. You can't use that example.
God has given the devil authority to mess with all of us. You know that, right? That's why he gave authority.
That was a specific task. I understand where you're coming from, but my thing is like this. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't think the devil is that powerful as we think. Nah, like he's powerful.
No, it's not. I'm not.
But I'm saying we are the Lord's creation, though.
Yeah, I know. No. That's what I'm only saying, bro. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Different words.
It's so weird. Literally, this way the world works.
No, what I'm saying. Okay, so basically what I'm saying. I get that. You don't make. First of all, he's not that strong. That's why I call them the Wizard of Oz. I don't be bullshit, right?
Yes.
But to be aware of it, that's all I'm saying, is to master the devil in a way. Because now it's, because bro, if it wasn't like that nowadays, why are so many people fucking confused, lost, and this other third?
Because it's
manipulation. But if you're aware of somebody manipulating, how the fuck can you be manipulated?
Y'all sitting here saying like, I'm trying to say it's not a damn, because my lifestyle is so different from, you feel me? So it's like
everybody's in there.
I'm just saying, like,
every single one. I gotta be honest, but that's what I'm saying. It's like,
and I'm not saying I've been manipulated before.
At some point, I'm gonna stop letting this nigga hang the fucking whatever the shit called.
Yeah, I know what you mean. David, turn around, man.
No, bro. I'm like literally, bro. You gotta understand. I always bring this point up, bro. I was raised by an attorney, bro. So I can't be around people who just can't understand. Like it's like, what are you saying to me, bro? I think I need 2 more minutes. I need 2 more minutes, bro. I need 2 more minutes.
Okay, so let me talk to you, especially your example, because it was like this. I'm looking at it like this.
Like what?
The creator of this snake told me this snake has nothing over me if I claim his name.
Go ahead,
what music do you listen to, SK?
I listen to everything. You know.
Okay. And do you believe that the devil is in the industry, the music industry?
Yes.
Okay. Every day, bro, I almost get caught up in his little snare, his little tricks by listening to his shit on the radio. Okay. One of my favorite artists is Gunna Wanna. And he'll be quick to be like, yeah, that woman has kids, but guess what? She came to see me last night and she kept the kids at home.
All right.
And it literally, basically what he said is, hey, I endorse you not being a mother.
Yeah, that's
okay. And so listen. But here I am in my car going, and I'm a Christian, right?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So why are you sitting here talking about how the devil has no power, bro? But you can headbang to a song.
No. I never said
don't argue with it, bro.
I know
Stop, bro. I will walk out.
I will walk out, bro. It's an illusion because guess what?
That makes sense.
It's not an illusion though.
Oh,
because if you're aware of the music,
if I'm aware, that's an illusion.
If you're you saying it's an illusion is you telling me that you are really caught up in his deception.
That's what I'm saying.
You're caught up in his.
That's what I'm saying.
How am I?
Not saying
you know my lifestyle. How am I?
I'm not saying.
But you, my thing is, you know my lifestyle too. So why are you even sitting here trying to?
Bro.
You know my lifestyle.
That's not what
we
he's
live
saying.
with each other until you know my lifestyle.
That's what
I'm not saying I never seen. I'm not saying, but I'm sitting here saying you know my lifestyle. I don't.
This might be
you know me though. You my brother though. That's my thing.
I feel like when we're like 30, 31, we'll come back around to this and you'll be like, dang, bro, I know what you was talking about.
No, I know what you're talking. You don't understand. You the one that don't understand where I'm coming from. I understand where both. I told y'all I understand where both y'all coming from.
He's just not on that plane of existence. Not.
I don't like that. Because what did Ron just say that you'd agree to? Why give that much energy?
SK, bro.
Thing to the devil.
Listen,
when
I was 20, 21, 22 years old, I used to think the way that you think. But right now, I'm not trying to I'm telling you right now. I used to be able to say, yeah, this music isn't necessarily the best music, bro. But low key, I just like the beat. I'm not really gonna worry about what the dude's saying on the song. I'm gonna just head bop to the beat. But guess what? That's ignorant because at the end of the day, the words are still entering into your head, and you're still getting all those lyrics going through your brain. Okay. And at some point, regardless of whether you want to or not, you're gonna come into agreement with it. Because you're gonna catch yourself singing the words to the song while you're listening to the music without even thinking about it, bro. And that's you just by saying those words, bro. You're coming into agreement with what the devil's teaching. You feel me? Especially if, like I just gave that example with Gunna Wanna saying she came to visit the kid, she left her kids at home. Yo, it's like, bro, exactly, bro. That's literally what that's what happened to me, bro. It was like I had cooped up, boom, 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 boom. You know, it's like, bro, when that gets stuck in your head and you're listening to that lifestyle every single day, bro, and you start to feel those words and stuff like that, bro, that is the deception. And for you to sit back and think like, oh, I'm strong enough to know that the devil is doing all of that because he's trying to deceive me.
I never said me.
Anyone, period, bro. For me, for you, for anybody to sit back and be like, yeah, bro, I understand that the devil is doing this and the devil is doing this and the devil is doing that. But it's not gonna have any effect on me because I know that it's him being deceiving.
Like,
don't sit here and try to act like you're so smart as to be able to outsmart someone who's created as the second in command to God's whole creation. The devil is not weak. I hate when people look around and I hate when people say that, bro.
Compared to my
that's good. That's fine, but then that's fine, bro. But you gotta also understand he can hear your words, and you don't want him going up to heaven interceding.
If I could cuss right now,
look, Teron, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay?
Like I've done this before. I've seen real torment in my home because I tested the devil. Because I tested the devil. Sitting here talking about some I'm a soldier of God, and I know that I can spank him if I need to. This, that, and the third. Guess what? Saying that out loud, he heard it. He went up to heaven. He said, "Hey, let me go test your servant." He said, "God, let me go test your servant. This dude, he thinks I'm weak. Let me go test him." And God said, "Go ahead, go for it." The same way He said, "Go ahead and test Job." Guess what? We're not all as strong as Job. It's not how that works. Yeah, we are not all as strong as Job. I have slipped so many times, bro. I could easily sit here and be like, "Yeah, bro. There are battles where Satan came through, smacked that butt, and I got up and I was ready to brawl, bro." You know how many times I've been ready to go shoot a nigga because he said something crazy to me or because he threatened my family? Boom, battle's already lost. Job would not do that. Job would not do that. Job would go, I know this is the enemy and God has blessed me, so let me just sit back. Whereas us being humans, right, SK, because we can't control our emotions every time because we're human. Yeah. We're going to jump up and go crazy. Job didn't jump up and go crazy. So why are we jumping up and going crazy? The reason why is because we're not all meant to be the same. But you got to also understand that the devil is not somebody to play with. He is strong. It's not he can that's literally and God allows it because God wants to test us. You know what I'm saying?
I really
because it's not in him. Because
like if I have any disrespect, it's targeted towards him. Like I drive all my disrespect towards Satan.
But that's given a power.
That's not. No, not in a sense. I'm not.
That's why the Hollywood says all attention is good attention.
Yeah,
come on,
I know what you're saying.
I know
what you're saying.
That's why.
Okay, so say if I had this evil thought in my head, right? I'll be like, "Oh, that's Satan." And I try to go on by my day.
But you can't do that because at the end of
can't do that.
Because look, you heard what you just said right there. You didn't hear what you just said. You didn't hear what you just said. Oh, that's Satan. Fuck him. Now you might not actually word it like that.
No, I do in my head.
Okay, so that's all right. So he's you know he does when you say that? He laughs.
You can laugh all you want. You don't want to
you right there.
That's his fault.
I get what you're saying. I get what
he's
you're
like
saying.
SK, bro. You're going to literally make the preacher man come out of me, bro. I'm about to start like testifying over you in a minute because how are you going to say something that belongs to the devil and think that that's gonna hurt him? The devil goes fuck you.
It doesn't hurt. It's a deflect for me. Did you not hear? It's a deflect for me. It's about me.
That's what I was saying too. He's saying
you don't understand.
But
you don't understand,
bro.
I get what you're saying. I get, but we were given.
I believe in His life, death, burial, and resurrection, bro.
What happened to Moses? What happened to Moses when God told him to speak to the rock, and instead of speaking to the rock, he struck it? What happened? God said, Moses, guess what? You don't get to go to the promised land now because you didn't listen to me. I told you to speak to the rock. Instead, you showed violence. You got angry at the people, and you said, think. And now the water. And guess what? I still blessed the people and gave them a miracle and let them have water. But since you didn't obey, you don't get to go to the promised land. Okay? And Moses had to say, okay, that's fine. When you're given specific words to say, you are to say them. Fuck is a literal, it's a cuss word. It was created by Satan and his followers. That's why when you say, oh, fuck Satan, he goes, fuck you too. Okay. And he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back again, and you're gonna go, oh, that's him.
But he's going to come back until I go to heaven. I know this. That's why I don't.
I think he's just strong.
You don't understand that?
I get it. I
think he don't even believe.
Yes, I'm strong in Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. So you don't see, but I'm
sorry, David, but that's how
I can see.
I'm trying to be transparent.
No, go ahead. I can see that, like, you basically, like, I stand on and I believe in Jesus a whole 100%, right? 1,000.
Who do you think the first person was to say fuck this or fuck that? Who do you think that came from? Who do you think that came from?
Honestly, let's be honest. We don't know the origin of any.
Oh, we do. Okay, because
we don't know the origin of any word.
They were.
So if anything, if I'm saying, especially as a child and savior of Jesus Christ, who's trying to stand in that, and the Lord knows I'm saying that to deflect the enemy. I know I'm not gonna say I know I'm good, but at the same time,
yes.
like, I'm deflecting the enemy.
That's true.
I'm trying to stay within my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Yes.
So when I say that, I'm saying it out of that.
That's right.
And that's why I say there's a foundation of things. I can say that all I want.
That's true. That's true.
And what did the Bible always say too? And I'm trying to work on that. That's why I'm trying not to cuss the stream too much. But it ain't the tongue or what roll off the tongue is what's the
in the heart.
The message.
It's what's in your heart. I know it.
So that's another thing too, where it's like don't feel too. But at the same time, that don't mean you feel me. I'm trying to get away from doing that because it should be straightforward, which is
at the end of the day, a baby Christian gets plenty of pass. So like Grayson, who just came to the Lord and is trying to learn the word, if he says fuck the devil, it's funny because he doesn't understand that he used blasphemous speech while saying the devil. You know what I'm saying? But for us, we're not baby Christians. We are like what Paul said, conditioned Christians who can literally be fed meat and understand what it means. Grayson was shook when my boy Denzel prayed over him today in church and started speaking in tongues. Grayson didn't know what to do. He hadn't heard it yet. He's like, I don't know what to do because he's a baby Christian. Right. You have to feed baby Christians formula and milk. You cannot give them meat. He does not understand what speaking in tongues is. Okay, that's too deep for him. So for us, God will hold us accountable for certain things like that because he knows that we're conditioned. He knows that we know him. He knows that we have the knowledge of all things that are. He knows it. And we know that we know it. Yeah. Therefore, he's going to hold us accountable when we have to go talk to him about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was in that place once where I was like, bro, low-key, I'm still in the streets. So like, bro, I saw this funny video, bro, where a dog was like, Jesus, he was praying for a food or whatever with his family and everything. He was like, Jesus, you know, I just feel so bad for what Judas had did to you. And I just want you to know personally, coming from my end, if Judas was still around today, we slide him for you. We get him today. And I started laughing so hard, bro, because that is how a street person thinks. That's how Peter was thinking. Before they took Jesus to crucify him, Peter took out his sword, and started attacking because he wanted to save Jesus. Jesus had to rebuke Peter and tell him, no, we don't do that. Okay, that's not actually what I need you to do. Okay, that's just going to turn you into a murderer. And you won't be able to come to my kingdom at that point. So no, we're not going to do that. Okay? So, baby Christians, when they first hear about Jesus' death and how people treated him, they're the first ones to stand like guns blazing. Bro, who are these people who kill Jesus, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who still doesn't like Jesus, bro? Who still doesn't like Jesus? I'm repping for him, bro. I'm going to blast him right now. No, that is not what we do as Christians. They don't want to accept and believe when they are allowed to. That is their prerogative. You know what I'm saying? And
I think I ain't gonna lie, but I'm adding to your point. I think it's not the Christianity is not the problem. I think the teachings of it, unfortunately.
It's too all over. It's too many denominations. I speak to the mic. There's too many denominations and stuff like that where people get confused about it. But ultimately, like, my main point was this: is like, look, I used to and still do, you know, to an extent. You know, I definitely understand where you're coming from when you say like, oh, we're stronger than Satan. Yes, in various situations we are stronger than Lucifer, so we don't really got to worry about that. But in situations where you clearly see there's foul play going on, like in a movie, on a TV screen, things like that, you got to be able to look at that and be like, dang, this man is actually strong as heck because he's able to influence an entire planet through a movie. He's able to influence entire planet through a radio. All he has to do is have all the top dogs for him. Yeah. Speak what he wants them to speak through the radio. You know what the devil is called in the Bible? The prince of the power of the air. Yeah. People don't understand why we hear crazy stuff on our radios. People don't understand why we see stuff crazy on our TVs and everything else like that when he's the prince of the power of the air.
They think that's what I'm saying. That's why I call them weird about it. They don't got it because they're not really solid for, I think, what you want to call earthly nature, being grounded, being gratitude, like being grateful for something, being humble, humility. I think that comes from like never forget where you come from. This was taught to us by our parents. Sometimes we don't listen to understand. That might have been their spirit talking to us. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, all right, boys, listen. Let me occupy this baby.
For sure.
Like, say what's up, Uncle SK.
Riley.
Come on, I'm about to go out there with you, bro.
Riley,
You even say what's up to Rondo.
Yeah, he said it out.
Rah! Rah! All right, brother.
What's up, man? Malachi.
High five.
High five.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Mine too.
Yeah.
That was a good conversation.
I do want to speak on this, but
No, but I get what both of y'all was saying. But me too, I'm enjoying it. But I get like you basically saying I don't get the power at all. You basically saying just
I know what God gave him.
Yeah.
I know you do. But that's the thing.
That's awareness then. Nigga.
You know,
we just
I
argue
know.
with nothing. That's
I know.
That's why
I said David just don't understand where I'm coming from. This
SK, bro. I can't
That's
believe
powerful,
you
though,
truly don't think. Listen,
Nah,
I told you
just
I've
said
been where you were. I've been where you were.
No, I'm taking heed to what y'all saying for sure, especially you.
But no,
David.
you
I'm
know
taking
it.
heed.
That's you just said something. You said you know it, but you just don't be like this. You don't be this.
Yeah, but David,
That
right?
means you're in
Like,
a great
but my
position.
thing is like, what's it called?
To
It's
me,
like
I'm not, you know. To me.
he mean like at all times. I think he kind of hearing like, or even myself. I'm recognizing like, what's it called? It's when the devil start being right there instead of always continuously knowing like, okay, he is right here too. You know what I'm saying? He ain't up here yet, but you know what I'm saying? He over there.
He hit somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
It's just like that. Nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got like my binoculars.
I just thought of this.
Come on.
This is gonna clear it up for you. Think about concentration camps and how bad Hitler was and how bad Stalin was, how bad Mussolini was, okay, and the Japanese, okay? I've learned more than just the Bible, bro. This is in our history books, okay? Four leaders, 4 world leaders, over 6 million Russians killed by Stalin, over 5,000 Jews killed by Hitler, and I'm not even gonna get into Mussolini and the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
The devil is strong because when his agenda is to kill off the population of the planet, guess what? He chose 4 men, like 4 horsemen.
There you go.
Okay, and he had them go and destroy millions of people. People think that God's just gonna swoop down and save everything? No, God allows the devil to go through and literally abuse people's mindsets and warp their brain. It is not a part of humanity. It is not natural for us to feel feelings of murder.
That's what I'm saying.
So how can you go and right? Naturally for Satan, it is natural for him to feel feelings of murder. How is he able to influence 4 different men to kill over millions of people in less than 4 years?
That's the awareness. But I think he just said it though. I ain't gonna lie. He just said that he knows it. He just don't feed into it.
I get it. We gonna be one of them soldiers in the front line going, damn, I didn't feed into it, but I'm finna die because this nigga he didn't.
So break down his point. What soldier? What type of like if he was in that position? What would you?
Nigga, we gotta fight. We got drafted.
I mean the sniper.
I'm closest to Jesus. Oh me.
Oh my mama.
No, you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm for sure. No, I.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like not literally. I'm saying like he said that you don't want to step outside. I mean, well, not being. That's all I'm saying. Knowing it. That's all. I'm being aware.
I mean, that's the thing about. I think that's the responsibility.
That shit can get dangerous if you always think this motherfucker not like that. You get your ass beat by.
It's more, you know, and I gave it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't trust someone
Wait a minute. Hey.
Not literally.
You lifting up them 15-pound dumbbells, bro.
For real?
Crazy,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
He's crazy. No, for real.
But anyway, what's it called? I say it's just over. I think that's the responsibility of someone who's in the front line, leadership position or whatever. Leadership. Yeah, to do that. Like for example, like I feel like, and not only that, I feel like God gonna let you know if you need to be in there. Like there's a reason why I was saying like
natural.
I did this for more years than y'all and all, as far as the music's done, because really everybody looking at me as a leader for it. So you know what I'm saying, to at least get the ball rolling and everything. Because
everybody got leadership qualities.
Yeah,
you gotta choose how to expand it and like make sure like you stay like down in this moment. I'm gonna stay solid because I lead myself. In this moment, everybody fucking taking crack or something, and I got simple shit like that.
I'm the only one not open our nose.
I got probably the best point I've given yet when it comes to Satan and his tactics, right? You've seen the movie Eternals.
Yeah. No.
You need to watch that Marvel movie. You need to watch that. Because it's a straight Bible movie, bro. You're gonna go.
What you mean by that?
I need to. I think I got
like it's things being said without it being said.
Pathos is one of the superheroes in Eternals, right? And the Eternals, there's like 5 of them. They're eternal beings created by this God tier being called Tiamat. Okay. Tiamat sounds very familiar as a name. I think it might be in the Bible. I'm gonna have to check it. But they were created by Tiamat, and these are angels, deities. Okay, basically they're Eternals. Bro, all while they're on the earth in like ancient times, they're praised as gods, and they live on Mount Olympus as the Greek gods of today. Okay. Then something happens where like deviants, the demons or whatever, come through and they attack or whatnot, and the Eternals also are getting like to the point where they're getting tired of having to deal with humanity and the things that they got going on and everything. So they go off on their own into different parts of the world and stop living on Mount Olympus. Pathos was one of the Eternals, and he was the smart one with the technology.
Right.
So he brought technology to humanity. And they skipped to a scene where he was in the middle of World War II, and Pathos was the only one there. And he starts crying, and he looks all around. He just drops to his knees. He's like, "This is my fault. I never should have given them all of this knowledge." What they're telling us in that scene is that when the fallen angels fell to the earth and they were damned to the earth because this was their like little prison before hell, they disrupted the world by giving us technology and giving us different medicines, showing us that you could have sex with a man, showing us that you can cross, breed, showing us that you can breed a different species with another species. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately also showing us how to create weapons and how to destroy each other. You know what I'm saying? And so Pathos, the Greek god who showed all of that and was grieving because he had started World War I, World War II, and all the wars that ever occurred, was letting us know like that he was a demon, and was also giving us a bit of knowledge of how things started at the beginning of time and the way that things went all the way up until now.
Exactly.
That's why I tell people to watch the Marvel movies, because Stan Lee did something astronomical when he created them. And now he wasn't playing. He was a pastor. He said, people in the world, they don't read their Bible, and most of these stories they think are fiction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Bible and I'm going to make a bunch of different action stories and movies and create a bunch of characters that resemble different Bible characters without people knowing. And I'm going to show them different little Bible stories that are literally action filled and action.
Like I'm giving you the same water with a different label.
You need milk, not meat.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm going to give you a Marvel movie instead of the Bible. Okay, because I
heard that
you want entertainment instead of knowledge. So I'm gonna sneak some knowledge into your entertainment and give you what you want, so that you get the knowledge and the entertainment. That's how the world is today.
I'm sorry, we get that milk versus, well, not versus, but milk or meat thing.
No,
because like, what's it called? Yeah, where you got it from?
Paul.
Oh, okay. I heard somebody preaching on it.
Yeah, Paul let us know, and that's the importance of it. That it's at the end of the Bible. Paul said, "Hey, if you're a Christian, okay, and you're out here preaching, okay, and you're trying to bring people to the Lord, you're trying to bring them to the Word, have some discernment and understand what you should be teaching to certain people, okay, because there are some who you're going to scare off, and there are some who are going to be able to sit. Now, you shouldn't be scaring nobody off, Okay, you should be able to know, like, hey, this person, they don't have a full knowledge of this stuff yet, and I don't want to freak them out with too much. So I'm gonna do baby steps with them, give them little inklings of knowledge. And to someone who's known about the scriptures and has known the Bible and whatnot, you can full on preach to them because they know what you're talking about. All right, that's what Paul was trying to tell people, and also he was trying to let people know, like, if you're a baby Christian, you hear something that you don't understand, and you think that you're doing something wrong, or you're in a place that you shouldn't be, that's not correct. Okay, you're exactly where you need to be. Everyone needs to start somewhere. You're not just gonna know every single thing the second you decide to give your life to Jesus. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna have to study. Right. You know, it's like school. You know, you can either choose to go to church and only hear knowledge at church, or you can choose to read your Bible every day and still go to church. You'll start to know things faster.
I would say, like, a lot of it, like I said, it comes into the practicality of it to me. Like, for me personally, I think a lot of us abuse God by even asking for something without effort. So
That's
true. I think that's literally like abuse in a spiritual sense, some way, shape.
You're trying to, like, make him, you're trying to force him to give you a
Maybe
blessing.
King said in one of his songs, like, I don't listen to him everywhere. I remember this one lyric, this one line, he said, y'all treat God like rentals insurance. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bada, 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 boom, bada,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nah, that's real, because y'all niggas don't really need it. You don't really want it. You don't really want to.
I heard a country song today.
You added shit just in case.
Yeah, on the radio I heard a country song. The dude said, the only time I ever talk to God is when I need a favor.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's true. And after that,
it's good to pray.
I can be your savior.
It should be
terrible. You know what I'm saying? Because look, they'll tell you in the music, like Baby Keem, demon worshiper. That little country artist that I heard